The following program is a collection of stooges talking about happenings in the sports world. It is meant to be comedic informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or ESPN. There may be some cuss words because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further.
Hey,
Why?
let's go!
This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for.
McAfee on the line with a gorgeous assist.
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers.
You pink!
Damn it! Your friend tell a friend something nice could change their life.
With an RAO.
Welcome to the Pat McAfee Show. I am AJ Hawk, sitting in at Pat's desk as he will be joining us from Midtown Manhattan. That's big time, boys. Yeah. That's the office is the NFL. Sports! That's what we're doing, Pat. Obviously, you got a beautiful setup there. I know you're in Midtown Manhattan. I guess tell the people what you're doing, what's going on, and what this setup is all about.
AJ, thank you for traveling over there to beautiful Indianapolis alongside the boys. Boys, Bruce and I have certainly been big city boys for about the last 12 hours or so. We certainly wish you were here, but obviously coming over here to speak at Disney's Upfronts. Okay, Disney Upfronts is where all the advertising agencies in the world come and watch what your network is doing or planning on doing. Very lucky to be a part of it. The College Game Day boys and I are going to do our thing up there.
Yeah.
Now, on that note, had to travel out here. We've been doing a lot of sooty stuff. It's been a super sooty day, I shall say. And Bruce Brown is all the way big city suiting everything that he's got going on. Actually, take a little look-see here at Bruce. Look at Bruce.
Wow.
He took the
going
jacket
on,
off.
boys?
Took the jacket off. I have no idea if our logo is blown out like it looks like on our thing, but know that it is us and the NFL have come together here. And this all came together pretty quickly because we're going to be in New York, and we're going to potentially be at the home of where Disney's Upfronts are, which is a beautiful place. And then we reach out to the NFL, and we're like, hey, can we do a show there? And one thing led to another. We're at the Art McNally Game Day Central. Okay, that's where all the replays happen. This is where it all happens. There's a man named Mr. Butter. Okay, I've learned about him. Over the last few years, he has become the replay aficionado. This is his actual desk that he uses. It's normally placed over here. And then they got workers watching every single game, and they have every single feed at every single game that they possibly have. Just kind of eyeballing everything. And there's a touchscreen back here. Mr. Butter will certainly come over here and explain more. But we're talking about eyes on every single game and getting a chance to kind of see how the operation flows and how it all works here rather quickly before we went live. It's just a dream come true. Law of power in this room.
Law of power.
Law of power in this room.
Raw
This
power.
desk right here has made some decisions that have made some people happy and broke some others' dreams. There's a lot of power in here. There's a lot of technology. The future is obviously very evident here. And the NFL offices are absolutely beautiful. We're down here in Midtown. We took the 7 train down into Grand Central Station. We're up there in Hudson Yards. Was at Carbone last night. Stopped by the ZZ's Club.
Wow.
I gave praise at the Mecca to the Brunson boiler. I go down to Madison Square Garden today. We've been walking around. I had a nice New York coffee at Starbucks.
Ooh, okay.
I've been doing it all. We've been enjoying it.
Too?
That's right.
Genuine slice.
If I seen Sparrow, which I did not, I would certainly stop by and get a pepperoni. But you can tell the sense of city and sense of community seemingly back, and sports seemingly does that. I wish we would have been here. A Knicks game could have potentially been tonight to close out if the 76ers didn't just get swept. But this city obviously feels alive. I have not seen, okay, I'd like to make this announcement because I don't think it gets talked about enough. I have not seen one human dump on any sidewalk. I have not seen none of that. Anywhere. Down in the subway. I'm on the internet. I see what's possible, okay? Spider-Man senses all the way up. Okay, we're doing it. Cleanest, nicest I've ever.
Very clean.
It was beautiful.
All right, now you're full of shit.
Yeah. I am telling you. Now listen, Big City Bruce is obviously going to spin this web regardless, but it is beautiful over here.
Very nice. The Hudson Yards area, brand spanking new. So that subway station probably about 2, 3 years old. But it was sparkling clean down there and pretty smooth. Little delay, but, that's 7-train football.
Yeah, Bruce said we'd be here in 20 minutes. We're certainly 32, 33 minutes as the 7 train just stopped working, which I guess is a part of the business. But the city's alive. It is beautiful. The weather is perfect. And the NBA, NHL playoffs continue to deliver for us, boys. Now, AJ, I know we were all watching last night. I was actually in a New York City social club.
Wow.
Okay.
What's that mean, social club?
I saw art from the Met. It was on the wall. Okay, they pulled art from the Met. It was on the wall.
The gala?
Okay, yep. Well, I don't know. It seemed the way they talked to me, a guy named Noah was showing me around, had a good suit on, had a ponytail, had that thing braided up, was telling me about all the benefits of being part of this particular club down there at Carbone. And I'll tell you, he was selling a good whip. He was selling a good thing. Walked through there, seen some financial bros having a time of their life, get a Jack and Diet over here, a veal parm from and there's some spicy rigatone that would certainly see my toilet at about 4:30 a.m., but when it was going down, it was the best tasting thing I had ever had. It was wonderful. Got to see all the sports right there. Had TVs everywhere. It was as if we were in sports fantasy, sports dreams. And you can't help but wonder, was that the last time we're going to see LeBron James, AJ? That's the big conversation. Is that the last time we're going to see LeBron? I sure hope not, Age. This has kind of been talked about all morning. I feel like we've seen it obviously all over the internet. The conversation is this last time he walked off the post-game presser? Now, the people that hate LeBron James will say, well, this is fun that he won't clarify any of this because this takes the tension away from his team getting swept by the Oklahoma City Thunder. Said at the end of last year, too, like, LeBron James, maybe he retires. This takes the attention away from the Lakers being ass. It's like this year, what he was able to accomplish without Luka Doncic, obviously, who came out afterwards and said, like, if I could have played, I would have played. But what LeBron was able to do at the age of 41, I think we all had to show respect, even if you were a LeBron hater. And then the way that could have ended 10:30 on prime, ass kicked.
He's not going out like that, right?
Could have won.
He's not going out like this.
Sleep. Yeah, I don't think so. I just don't. It didn't feel like it to me, Age. Did it feel like to you? And maybe we're completely wrong, but that just didn't feel like how that thing would end as somebody that's been watching this since high school.
Yeah, I'm with you. And, I mean, I just can't imagine that LeBron wants to go out that way with how well he played this year. We saw, like, he put the team on his back when Luka and Reeves get hurt early in the playoffs. Obviously, Luka doesn't come back. Reeves comes back, but the fact that LeBron can still do it the way he can now, we don't know how he feels physically. Obviously, he's out there doing it. We don't know how he finds a way in between games to get healthy enough. But is it Lakers or bust, or could he possibly go somewhere else and play?
I would hope he could go somewhere else. I mean, he mentioned it last night.
Would he go somewhere else?
Yeah, I mean, that would be the other conversation. But he mentioned it last night, like, hey, this is the first time, not just in my NBA career, but in my life, where I wasn't the first option, the second option. I was the third option for parts of this season. And so that was kind of new to him. Now, would he want to come back and do that again? Maybe. Would he want to go somewhere else and be the number 2 option, or maybe the number 1 option again? I don't know, because of his age, to your point. But as someone who started, their fanhood career being a LeBron hater and now have
Really?
come full circle and am a fan of LeBron, I think he should get a kind of a
retirement tour.
Retirement tour.
Would you want that? Like, Dino, would you want that if you were in LeBron's situation?
You know what? I think LeBron, he deserves it.
It'd be weird though, wouldn't it? Like every game they go out, they give you some kind of present.
Yeah, but
it'll be great for the NBA, and we'll talk about it.
What was the last one? Like Jeter? Was Jeter the last one?
Jeter did this. That had that whole full year. And that's 162 games though.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Every team, every game doing something.
That's why I feel like LeBron would be cool, because maybe they don't do that. But, I mean, when he goes back to Cleveland, they retire 23 while he's still playing. I feel like that would be cool if they haven't already.
If he wants to come back, to try to get a ring. He's not trying to come back to get a curtain call and have him retire, give him flowers and weird gifts from every city he goes to.
Yeah, he talked about, like, the process and some comments that MJ made when he was talking to Tarico about how he still is in love with the game. And how a lot of players say, yeah, I miss, the game on Sundays, but I don't miss, getting practice and rehab and all this other shit. So, but I mean, he's been one of 23 years. If he comes back for a 24th and gets that farewell tour, I think he deserves it. But I wouldn't be shocked if he just goes off into the night.
Oh,
just starts his freaking golf brand, starts golfing, spending time with the family, spending time with the wife, watching his sons and daughter play ball. Whatever he does, obviously, take your time and do it. But he's been great. Getting swept, that's not the way you want to go out. But, I mean, at this point, going to year 24, what situation can you see him going into and really contending and competing for a championship?
I don't know. What if OKC brought him on?
Join that.
All of a sudden he wants to join OKC.
Join the
They're
Spurs,
so
something like that.
This is the fourth time he got swept, correct?
Yeah.
And we talked about it every other time that team went on to win it all.
Yeah, the first three.
You think OKC? Tone, what about you? You think
They're the favorites.
OKC? Yeah, of course. But do you think they're actually going to do it?
So they are the favorites to do it, obviously, because they were the best team in the NBA this season. But when you look at it, the Spurs were 4-1 against OKC this season. They were literally the only team that OKC had a problem with this season. So if the Spurs, who have a big one tonight, are able to get past Minnesota, then maybe, like, that's obviously the biggest potential with Wemby being there. But if it's not the Spurs versus OKC, or if the Knicks stay super hot and they run into the Knicks potentially in the finals, then maybe the Knicks, if they keep shooting like they are. But if not, we're looking at a repeat champion.
Yeah, Bruce Brown isn't here. He's obviously in Midtown with Pat. But Debo, what do you think of this Knicks team? You think they're going to stay hot? You think they stay hot?
They have to. They shocked me. I thought the Sixers would give them a little run. I know Joel Embiid wasn't fully healthy, but I don't think it would have mattered with how they've been playing, how they've been shooting, how they're playing on both ends of the court. OG, if he gets back in there as well, like this Knicks team, I'm shocked. You know, Jalen Brunson, the conversation is, hey, can you have a guy that size be the best player on a championship winning team? I guess we'll see this year. They'll be fully rested when they go into their next round. Yeah. But, I got a lot more faith in the Knicks than I had before coming into even this 76er series.
Yeah, I do. I think the Knicks have like that. They got something going on, like this massive confidence from the top to the bottom of that roster, I think. That's what's so impressive. I mean, OG goes out, and it's like they don't skip a beat.
Yep.
And he's like the heartbeat of that team. We talk with so many people that know the game and say that, hey, OG is doing so many things that we don't really know. Like, we don't even understand the impact that he has. It's just impressive what this Knicks team has done. I know Bruce Brown, he'll have a heart attack and want to jump off a roof if the Knicks somehow take a step back, but I don't see any reason why they would take a step back right now.
Well, and they've done it kind of every year. They are kind of similar to the Celtics in that, sense when it comes to the progression over the last 6 years, where they have gone from round 2 to the Eastern Conference Finals, and now maybe they'll make it to the finals and see what happens.
Yeah, I think, Pat, we worked through some diffdiffiity. Oh, you were crystal clear. Now what'd they do? What happened?
I'm telling you, there was some connection stuff. The computer got swapped out. I believe Zito's sitting in his OG chair. I believe we would call that Zito position for Bruce. Swapped out a computer, I think, in there. There's a lot of chaos over here. I think we swapped out a computer over here. From my understanding, we took a clean, good computer that we trust over here, and we plugged that thing in, and we certainly got that good, as we did back in Indy. What I'm saying is, good to see you guys. I couldn't see anything last time.
You look crystal clear.
Wow,
it
crystal.
is. Look at the room I'm in, boys. Wow. It was. I think it was hard for you guys to fully respect what's going on. Every single feed to every single stadium camera is coming to them live. I know there's a kind of a little bit of a narrative potentially that the TV networks decide what the replay is, what it is. They got all the feeds. They got all the feeds on here. They can swipe it in, swipesies. Guess what they're using? Xbox controllers.
Yeah, just like the submarine,
Yeah, exactly. No, the one that blew up?
Yeah, it imploded, but yeah.
I think that was PlayStation.
Terrible. It was a terrible situation.
No, I think it was Expo.
Oh, okay.
This is not the shoebox that billionaire took everybody down to go see Titanic in. Ocean Gate. Thank you. Rest in peace, by the way.
These olds know how to use that Xbox controller for replays?
So that's what I asked. It's not old. Okay, it was one of my first questions. It's 20s, I believe, up to I think 40 would be average.
How old is Mr. Butter?
Mr. Butter, will you please come over here, please, Mr. Butter? The boys would like to ask you some questions. I would as well.
Oh, he's not old.
Dennis, you got control of camera that can get over to here if he was starting to work here?
Pretty old.
Okay, my man. Mr. Butter?
Pleasure.
Pleasure's all mine. Hey, why don't you just let me see what the boom. Look, that's your one spot right there. Look how good. You said he looks old. He looks young. Mr. Butter.
Was he 29? How old is he?
Mr. Butter, how long have you been working with the NFL?
27 years.
Should we turn his? Can you hear him?
Yeah, we got him.
Okay, good. I can't hear him. Sweet. Okay, so Mr. Butter, 27 years with the NFL.
Yes.
Do you come from the officiating ranks? How do you get into the replay czar position, if you will?
I grew up in the when replay came back in 1999 in the NFL. I was fortunate enough to get a job as a game day assistant and worked my way up. 14 years as a communicator, then seven as a replay assistant, then 7 as a replay official.
Okay, so as a communicator and then replay official, how much has it evolved? Because right now I'm seeing this. The narrative that the TV networks decide what you get to see, how you get to see, they're showing you the replays, you're watching along with everybody else. Couldn't be more false, it feels like. It feels like what I'm seeing here is access to everything in a stadium, and you and your team are making decisions in real time throughout all of these games.
Actually, Pat, you are correct.
Okay.
What you're seeing at home, you're relying on the broadcast feed from the networks. And actually, we have every available camera angle from the networks in real time. We're actually seeing it before you see it at home. Our lag time is less than a second. Lag time for broadcasting is about 5 seconds into the homes.
Hey, don't tell the government that. Yeah, they're going to add that to the entire conversation that's taking place.
Yeah.
More laggy lag. But on that note, direct pipes into the trucks, into the cameras, which is obviously smart for the game because the efficiency is real. Whenever you get in here, is it Xbox controller? Is there somebody that's monitoring every game and then you're kind of overseeing it? How does the process work?
Yes, in the 1 and 4 o'clock window, 1 o'clock window is usually 9 or 10 games. 4 o'clock is usually 5 or 6 games. What we have is we have a replay assistant sitting at every station, and then we have dedicated supervisors and decision makers for typically up to 3 games in the 1 and 4 o'clock window.
Okay, so when you're making these decisions, you're saying what you think is right. I forget the pass interference conversation. What is egregious or obvious or something like that was the standard that was kind of changing it from being able to be overturned or not being overturned. Is it now still at the point where we need it to be grossly obvious to overturn? For instance, we just saw in the VAR, in the English, what was it, Gumpy? The Premier League, the Europa League, the Champions League?
It was in the
English
EPL.
Premier League, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was for the championship too, wasn't it?
It was for Arsenal to stay in first with 2 games left in the season.
Okay, you know this. You obviously seen this. Do you
Yes.
keep up with all the replays?
Yes.
Okay, now that's a hot Spurs fan right there that says that's a good call.
No, it's the Gooner.
Yeah, okay, Gunner, sorry, not a Tottenham Hotspur. Gooner, sorry about that.
Yeah.
But you obviously watch all those things. The reason why everybody gets mad is like, that wasn't obvious. That wasn't obvious to overturn a call. For you, is that what you're looking for? Or are you just trying to get it right? And whatever you think is right is what we're going to go with. And can I give you my opinion?
Please.
Just get it right. I don't care if it's over and obvious. Just get it right. I think you have the ability to do that, and I trust you at this point after talking to you and how invested you are in this. You love this?
Yes. Oh, I love it.
Are we trying to get it right, or do you have to? Is there like a threshold that you have to meet that maybe rest of our fans and on internet maybe don't have to understand?
So, Pat, we have 17 officiating crews, so we have 17 replay officials. And when they're looking at everything, we set a very high standard, and we want consistency across that standard. So then, if and when it comes back to this room, Art McNally, Game Day Central, and we need to either confirm or overturn a ruling on the field from a replay perspective, we want to make sure that there's clear and obvious video evidence to overturn that call. The key for us is what's the ruling on the field, and do we have clear and obvious video evidence to overturn that call?
Okay, so how many calls a game are you guys associated with? Have you done the averages there?
We average almost an assist per game. It's dependent on game window and the number of cameras. You can look back at these screens. You can see there's a different number of tiles based on each station, and that's in the 1 o'clock window. We may have 16 cameras for a primetime game, or this is one of our wild card games. We may have up to 36 cameras from broadcast. So more angles give us more opportunities to actually see.
And this is your desk here?
Actually, that desk is in here. I'm typically walking around. The key in this room is comfortable shoes.
Okay, so you're wearing the on-clots. You're wearing the OCs, maybe a little, what is those ones that Bailey broke his ankle in?
Hoka? No.
The extreme Hokas.
Goofballs.
The Cameron something?
The Cam Haynes ones?
Cam Haynes.
You wearing the extreme Hokas? You wearing
No.
those? Oh, Mr. Butter. I think for this particular setting, it would be fantastic. I know boys have some questions probably for you back in the Thunderdome about the entire process. AJ, go ahead, pal.
I do. I'm just wondering, do you have a bunch of redundancy? Like, how do you, as far as the technology goes and the internet there, what if something goes down? I would assume there's generators for everything, but we know technology, things happen, and that cannot happen in a critical moment in a game for you guys.
Yeah, AJ, great question. We actually do have that redundancy, and when you think about it, when we have games in Dublin, we're going to have a game in Australia this year. That redundancy, it's straight from the stadium to this room. We want to make sure that that never happens.
Okay, D-Bot has a question for you.
Yeah, I want to know what call that you remember that you got the most, well, not you personally, but the league got the most blowback for since you've been down there in New York.
I think Pat set him up on this question.
No,
I like it. This is good.
I like the question, though, D-But. That's a good question.
Two calls that still keep me up and late were, and Pat, you and I talked about one of them, was the Josh Allen failed fourth down attempt in the AFC Championship. And then last year, actually it was Buffalo at Denver. I just wish we would have stopped the game on the interception in overtime. We knew it was an interception. We had all the angles. We looked at it for like 45 seconds. We knew that it was an interception. We just wanted to make sure everybody knew we were looking at it.
Okay, so there are a couple that keep you up at night.
Yes.
How about the face mask Thursday night, Minnesota? What are you not allowed to call from here? Just because I think whenever the replacement refs are about to come in, you guys are going to get more power, I think.
Temporary Rule 19, yes, sir.
Oh, you know it, yeah.
Yes.
You're talking about temporary Rule 19? Yeah. We're calling the games out here. Yeah, I certainly know about old Clause 19 that they were going to drop in there. But on that note, there are a lot of restrictions on what you're allowed to do, what you're not allowed to do. At this stage in 2026, rolling forward with the new agreement with the refs, what are you guys allowed to do? What are you not allowed to do? Just so whenever I'm watching something, I can't say, I'm about sick of butter letting bullshit happen out here live from Art McNally, Game Day Central. What are you allowed to do? What are you not allowed to do?
We typically, for flags on the field, there's certain things from a replay assist perspective. You talk about face mask. We can actually, as long as we see the closed part of the hand on the face mask, we'd leave it down. If it's the outside part of the hand, we would pick those flags up. We've done it a few times. Same with IDP. If the linemen aren't more than a yard downfield from a replay perspective, we can pick the flag up. We're not touching pass interference. We don't look at holding.
That's horse poop, D-But. That's because you DBs got all mad about that and started. And then the rep, who was in here before you? Alberta? Was it Mr. Riveron?
Well, it was, Al and then Russell York.
Okay. No, all right. They did. Thank you for your service to the game, boys. Thank you for your service to the game, boys. I understand what you're doing. But it felt like the pass interference one, they were trying to make it a miserable experience so that we could get rid of the rules. Did you were a part of it, I guess, because you're here 27 years. Didn't it feel like that? Like, hey, we don't want this to be a reviewable thing because it is so subjective. It felt like there was a little bit of maybe personal pushback from the officials on that potentially being there because it's such a close call. Is that real or no?
So as a replay official, I went through that season where we did have pass interference, and it needed to rise to the standard that it was clear and obvious that it didn't happen one way or another. My final game that year was a wild card game in New Orleans, of all places. A tight play at the back of the end zone. It was just big man, little man. There was no pass interference there.
Oh, hell yeah. So you guys. So hold on. So me saying that you guys were getting him wrong on purpose.
Matters.
You're saying we got him right. That's what you're saying. I like that. I like what you just said. I like that you have confidence in the lads. I like that the decisions that you make, you have faith in. And whenever we get upset about it, that's just something you have to sit in, I guess. Like, hey, that's just a job that you kind of have to take.
Correct. And Pat, you have to remember, we have the best officials in the world on the field. We have the best replay officials in the world in the booth. We want to train up our staff so that their judgment, and you have to remember the officials on the field, they see at one time real speed. We can slow everything down here. Broadcast can slow it down. We can look at different angles. We want to make sure officials are in their proper position to make that proper judgment call.
Tone Diggs, who has an AP vote, has a question for you, Mr. Butter.
Yeah, I do, Mr. Butter. Do you guys have game audio, when you're looking at any of this? Or have you listened back to Sterator and been like, Gene, you really screwed us on this one. The way that you were explaining this really screwed us. I assume that doesn't come into play at all while you're making the call. But have you ever had any conversations with those refs that are on the TV booth or TV copy to talk to them about maybe what they didn't see or saw wrong or anything like that?
So our 3 screens at the front of the room, we have every game that's live. We have it up on those screens. We actually switch the audio between when we have a referee announcement or a team challenge. We're actually communicating with our broadcast partners real time to let them know what we're doing so they're the most informed when they come on the air.
Yeah, because whenever they counter whatever you do, not good for the game.
Correct. So I always talk about it's like dealing with my wife. I explain to her why I did something. She may not agree with it, but at least she knows why I did it.
Yeah, can you let these people know why we made this decision? And obviously, you talk about doing something. If you get 100 right.
Oh, if there's 100 plays, we nail 99 in that last play, and there's a little shade of gray, and people are going to be so upset.
Yes, certainly.
It's a thankless
welcome
job.
to the club, Mr. Butt.
Yeah, welcome to the business.
Life of DB.
That's the business. Yeah, life of a DB, punter, kicker. I mean, we can start going down the line. You're a professional. You've earned your way here. We can't wait to follow along with the season with you. And I wish you would have got the power from Clause 19. But I'm happy we don't have replacement refs. So maybe someday we'll get to that. Thank you for your service to the league. Thank you for your service to ball. And thank you for the hospitality here in this beautiful Art McNally Game Day Central, sir.
Pat, you're welcome anytime.
Where are you from, Ohio?
Canton, Ohio.
Ooh, wow.
That's a beautiful
Pleasure.
thing. Appreciate you, Mr. Butter. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Canton, Ohio's finest, Mr. Butter.
Hey, Butter!
Thank you, buddy. You can put that right there.
Confirmed the NFL hates the Bills, too.
Well, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Those
just
two calls.
keeping them up at night.
Hey, so just quick follow-up here.
Fourth down,
Quick follow-up.
interception.
D-Butt just said that because the two calls that keep you up at night are both against the Bills, that it is confirmed that this room does hate the Buffalo Bills. Would you like to make a statement?
It goes Chiefs.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Chiefs and that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you don't do that.
Sure.
Don't do that. Do
Can't
not
make
do
those
that.
jokes.
That you cannot do what you just did.
Not funny, Butter.
No, yeah. Butter just said that's not on the air. Right? Yeah, okay. That is, I do appreciate, hey, super competitive.
Yeah.
You know, off air, when I brought up the VAR thing, he was like, that's tough. And it's like, oh, you know about this. It's like, oh, yeah, he definitely does. They're trying to be the best replay system, you know, in the entire world. Set the standard. They've certainly invested in it here, and we're very grateful and thankful. Okay, let's pivot away from the NFL, AJ. Let's go to the NBA, which has been absolutely spectacular throughout this playoff series. Obviously, there's been some sweeps. There's been teams getting some rest, but there's also been electricity from beginning to end. Ladies and gentlemen, the man who's been joining us through it all, friend of the program, icon, 12-time All-Star, 11-time All-NBA, 7-time All-Defense. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Paul.
Yeah, Chris.
7, yeah, that's your first time. I think you're muted. I don't know if it's on your side or on my side.
7
If I
plus
can't
2.
hear you.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, we can't.
There he is.
7 times.
But then second team so you're 9-time All-Defense, 12-team All-Star, 11-team All-NBA, and a man who's been spectacular for us on this program through the playoffs. We appreciate the hell out of you. Let's dive right into this. CP's top 3 of what's going on in the playoffs right now. Chris, I love what the Spider-Man is doing for Cleveland over there against the Stones. Donovan wouldn't be denied. Tell me about him cooking last night. And also, I think he said some things that are going to be memeable about somebody being able to guard him or not. Love everything about it, Chris. Tell me a little bit about Donovan and your thoughts on the Cavs.
I mean, when you watched the game last night in the first half, Donovan had a tough time getting going early, right? Looked like Detroit had it going. Dahn put 39 up in the second half. That's tough. But if you know Dahn, he wasn't going to let his team lose. You can see him trying to get everybody involved early. But 39 in the second half, I think they said it's the most, in a half, right? And,
yeah,
tied. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
Yeah, I mean, just a buzzsaw. So anytime you're the Stones, and Foxy, I haven't even got a chance to chat with you about this. I mean, just getting absolutely steamrolled there for a while with nothing to celebrate. 0 on the board as the other team just continues to fill up the bucket. Are the Stones fans going to be able to survive this Donovan Mitchell onslaught? Foxy, what's going on in Detroit?
We'll be okay. As Chris Paul told us, I think the very first time he was on here, you got to rely on your superstars to win you some games. So the first game the Cavs won, James Harden cooked in that game, and then now it's 2-2. We got Donovan Mitchell cooking in this one, so everything will be A-okay. We're going back to Detroit. It's Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duren time out there.
I love that Cade. Go ahead, Chris.
I was going to say, you know what I think hurt Detroit in that game? I think they only had 2 of their starters score in double figures, right? So that's hard in those games, especially playoff games. You're going to need everybody to be better. And I think Jalen Duren is definitely going to have to be better in order for them to have a chance.
AJ, you believe in the Cavaliers, AJ? Is that
I
what
do
you're
believe
doing
in the
right
Cavs,
now?
especially now. I think if, like, Chris, you could tell me, are Pistons fans and Pistons players, are they, I don't know, now that the series is tied up, like, does that change their mentality now, thinking like, all right, now we, not press, but I don't know, maybe some players, does it change anything for them?
I don't think it changes, but what I said once upon a time on here was that when you win a playoff game, you feel like you're never going to lose. When you lose one, you feel like you're never going to win. So Cleveland obviously has to feel good going into Detroit, but you're going back home. You know, Detroit, you're going back home to where you get to sleep in your bed, you get to be around your fans, you get to do your regular pregame routine. So Detroit probably ain't tripping too much.
Yeah, and you get to hear the "Let's Go Stones, Let's Go Stones, Let's Go Stones." That's what you get to hear. Hey, James Harden said he doesn't do internet, which I respect and appreciate. I wish more people would be able to do that, myself included. After he goes crazy 2 games ago, he's asked afterwards, like, "Do you think that quiet of the chatter?" He goes, "What chatter?" Didn't hear it. Kendrick Perkins said that his heart was spilled with Kool-Aid, not with blood, because of how he had been performing. Your thoughts on James Harden for this Cavaliers team and what his role kind of means to them going forward?
Oh, man. With our league, obviously everyone says different things about the internet and following this and that, and you never know. But I think, guys, you're very conscious of what's being said. I always say a pair of lips will say anything, right? But you need to say that. You need to make sure everybody is as locked in as possible. Each guy on every team has whatever. You may try to stay off social media or whatnot, but to a certain extent, because you can feel the energy with your teammates. They're gonna let you know if they need more from you or whatnot. But they got a really good team. James has been here before. Donovan has been here before, and they got to figure it out.
I love Cavaliers this postseason. Home 6-0, 118 points per game. Woo! That's a lot of points.
Yeah.
Like, what's the goal? What's the goal for points nowadays? Like, do you guys have that? For NFL, we have, let's not give up 100 yards rushing. Let's score like 24 points. For special teams, there's like, let's have at least a 35-yard drive. So like we have these goals going into the game that if we accomplish them, we'll win. Some teams, if you score 17 points against this team, you're going to win. For you guys going into each individual game, is there a number for each different game, or is there a standard that you guys kind of look at in the NBA?
That's a real good question, Pat. And it's great. I think about how long I got a chance to play. When I first came into the NBA, I used to think like 25 points a quarter, that's going to give you 100, right? But what started happening is now people scoring 130, people scoring 140. So it's more percentages, and it depends on how a team plays. There's so much analytics that go into a game now. It gets crazy being in the locker room, right? Like some of the sorriest teams in the league will have the best stats at something. You ought to hear some of the pregame talks in the locker room. You'll be playing against a team you at game 70 and they ain't got but 12 wins, and your coach will be like, they're number one in the league in fast break points in the third quarter with 3 minutes left. Right?
Oh, yeah.
It's different stats. So at the end of the day, my biggest stat is win the game.
Okay. One more point than the other team. Yeah, I like that. The goal for points is one more than the other team. That is kind of how we'll go. Okay, let's go to your next headline out of CP's top three. SGA being MVP. You see, it's 3 letters, AJ, both of them, SGA and MVP. Mm-hmm. And we watched him do this shit last year, and it feels like he's back. And now he just retired a legend. Chris, I would like you to speak on all of these things, okay? Obviously, your LeBron take is certainly going to be a huge one on this particular day. But SGA doing what he's doing and how they play, they seem unbeatable, actually. This is a wagon of all types of power out of Oklahoma City, and you love SGA, it appears.
Well, I got a chance to be a teammate of his and Lou Dort. And Dahn was actually my coach while I was there. We say this all the time. You're gonna hear everybody say it on their shows. They just know how to play, and they play together. Jared McCain, I've known him since he was in high school. This is what people get messed up, is the NBA is about situations. Jared was in Philly just not getting an opportunity to play, but he's been the man since he was a young kid. So when he comes in these games and people see him making threes and playing the way, he's always trained like that. And Shea, as you see here, he built for these moments, but they really have a team. They celebrate each other's wins, and it's going to be really tough to beat them.
And LeBron James is never playing basketball again? Oh.
Whoa.
That came out of nowhere, it feels like. The conversation yesterday after our show, and I should have been paying attention more, was like, hey, we didn't even bring up the fact that this could be LeBron's last game tonight. And I'm like, last game tonight, 10:30 on Prime? We got to get swept? I hope not. This doesn't feel like how this is supposed to go. Is there ever a right time, though? Is there ever a proper exit? He has said that he doesn't want to do the entire, last trip around tour. He has said that publicly. I think he has earned that, if that is what he wanted to do. What are your thoughts on trying to step away from the game when it's been your entire life and you've given so much? And you're already playing the way you're playing as a 40-year-old. How much more can you do this?
Yeah, it's tough. I think what he'll do is probably what he said. I think he said go talk to his family, evaluate it. I know when you get up to that age and 41 or whatever, he didn't show that he got the ability to still play at a high level, get himself ready for the games, but it's the mental aspect of it, right? even though you're grateful for the opportunity to play and do all these different things, there's a point where the off seasons just get a little bit longer, and the preparation for each game and the time away from your family is tough. It's tough, and so I guess we'll all be seeing what he decides.
When you watch him play and you see what he's able to do at this age, does there not become something in his mind, though, where it's like, hey, maybe I do this till I'm 50. Never would have guessed that I could still do this at this age. Why not do it till I'm 50 and just prove I'm the greatest professional athlete of all time? Like, that's still possible, it appears. He's still hanging. I mean, he's hanging. He's everywhere somehow still at that age. I pulled my hamstring taking a dump of the spicy rigatone from Carbone at 4:30 this morning. You hear me? I'm 39. Chris, I'm 39 years old.
Yeah,
I'm not proud of this. Okay, I'm not. Huh?
I'm 41.
Could you handle the spicy rigatone from Carbone, the ZZ's Club, you think? Or you think you're pulling your hamstring getting up at the toilet at 4:30 a.m.? What do you think, Chris? Honestly, maybe you're a little better shape than me.
I messed up my hamstring enough times. I'm cool.
That's what I'm saying. He's 41, still doing it. This guy, human body's not supposed to be doing this. And if that was it last night, bravo, buddy. Yeah. Congratulations.
Can't be it.
What a run.
Go, Brown.
What a run. From the Hummer in high school, okay, all the way through now, we've seen this dude do everything that he's ever done, basically. And obviously, there's been a couple wars that have happened because of things that he said and beliefs that he's had. But I think anybody in the public eye is going to have that. I think that's going to happen, especially if you're growing up in front of everybody. And what a run. If that was it, I don't like it, first of all. I don't like that was it. I don't like that, first of all. Just would like that on the record.
It's gotta end.
But if it was, good for you, dude. What's that, D-Butt? What were you saying?
It's got to end, somehow, some way.
There's no great end.
Yeah, it's at this point.
Swept by Oklahoma City Thunder at 1 a.m. on fucking Prime. Is that LeBron James?
You remember the career, though.
I'm going to remember that.
Some will remember.
I'll tell you right now, that's the last thing that's on his mind, right, is that. And I'm telling you, like some of y'all, like Pat, I know you got a little girl, right?
Yeah.
So in having family and kids, and for him giving 23 years of his life to this game, training, off seasons, missing, so much, and so many other people have done it in other fields. Don't get me twisted, but there's a time where you just sit back and you evaluate. Bronny's obviously in the league playing. Bryce is at Arizona, getting ready for his sophomore year. You got Zuri playing volleyball and doing all these things, and like there's life too.
And he also has started to chase that little white ball around.
True.
He probably golfing right now.
Yeah, he started chasing that thing around. Imagine if he figures out tempo.
Imagine if he challenged Blocky at the PGA Championship maybe in 2 years.
Whoa, easy. They're better.
How do you feel about Michael blocking the? Whoa, D-Butt. D-Butt.
What'd you say? I missed it.
Plus 500,000 is.
Throw $10 on him.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Blocky is currently plus 500,000 to win the PGA Championship this weekend. Obviously, that is some of the largest odds that you'll ever see on anything. And in my history with Blocky, that guy brings electricity. Maybe he does this for all of us. But LeBron picking up the sport of golf, it's like, this guy's retiring. He's becoming a YouTube golfer. Oh, this guy's got to be done. But also, that's a huge decision. We're watching it with Aaron right now. It's a huge decision to make to give up your life, but obviously life keeps life. And now let's get to your third headline. Go ahead, AJ.
Here we go, CP. Wemby's Spurs gotta have it tonight. What do you say?
Man, it's going to be a big game. It's a big game for that city, for the team, for the organization. I know Vic going out the way that he did last game with that flagrant foul. One thing about Vic is he loves the hoop. He loves to play. And so when that happened, I'm sure he owned his mistake. But seeing what Ant did in that second half last game in that fourth quarter was 16.6 for 6. It's going to be a big-time game tonight.
Timberwolves offense in series versus Spurs. Wemby on the court, 15.2 average field goal attempts. 43% of field goal attempts in the paint. Wemby on the bench, 11.4 average field goal attempt, 62% in the paint. Shout out to Genius IQ, says Hembo. That means don't get near the paint when there's an alien flailing around down there. Okay, and how do you feel about him not getting suspended? What are your thoughts? Old school basketball is back, or are you like Darius and Gumpy who think, because he's European, he gets away with it? If he was an American, this would certainly be a suspension of sorts. What are your thoughts on this ruling?
Yeah, I don't think he should have got suspended or nothing. Like, and of course, people gonna say I'm biased about it, but it's probably the first offense, whatnot. It's been a rough series and all that. He got ejected. They lost the game. That was a penalty right there.
I agree.
Interesting.
I agree. Thank you for saying that, Chris.
Not interesting.
You're an,
Okay.
you're an adult. You're an adult.
Bring back tough
That's
basketball.
not what Big Perk said.
I mean, if your first
No,
crime
listen
is
to
robbing a bank,
That's not
you're
what
going to do some
Draymond Green
time.
said.
Okay, he didn't rob a bank.
Guys played
He
the game.
accidentally hit him with his elbow.
He got shoved in the back the other night too, and he didn't get a fine.
You're acting
did
real
he?
soft.
Hey, Bo's can
Wow.
do some damage.
What's
all right?
that?
Break a
And
nose.
7'6", getting pushed around like a tumbleweed. Yeah, right. He's gonna respond.
If you're one of the 10 best players in the league, you should have a chip or a trade-in card that says, I get to elbow a guy in the larynx if I want to.
Exactly. The larynx is a pow.
Boom!
The
You're gonna
other
push.
thing that's tough is at his height, if he elbow anybody, it's over for you.
Yeah, especially
Right.
with the. I don't know how they said it's the. What's the thing that they said built the pyramids? The
Aliens?
It's
Black
maybe.
people.
Potentially.
Yeah, black people.
Rick Ross
Just
told me
don't
that
wanna
in a
give us
song.
the
It was
credit.
awesome. Rick Ross just clearly stated that in a song too about who built the pyramids. It was incredible.
I think Lane Kiffin said that too.
We know the truth.
Well, I don't know if that's what Lane Kiffin said, but there were certainly some others. But what's that? It's a thing. It's an A thing. You used the old school
A-frame?
A-frame maybe.
Catapult.
Oh, you're talking about like a doll, like one of those dollies like they have in back in the day.
What is he talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
A wheelie.
I'm just saying with how long his bicep thing. What is this?
Long
bone
lever is
here?
a strong lever. My coach used to say that. Long lever is a strong lever, yeah.
Like that elbow potentially has I think like physics says that thing has more
Oh, my God.
to it because of how long
an
those
accident.
bones are.
It was an
It's got
accident.
big long bones out there.
That's vicious.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
When I was watching the game, and I saw it happen, they didn't even have to review it long. You knew he was getting ejected.
Yeah, and he said he didn't know what that means. Chris Paul, it was rude that they said this. What does that mean?
Watch him reach Harrison Barnes' head from sitting down.
Come down here. Chris, I didn't like that they were saying it. I didn't like it one bit that they were saying it, but they were saying it. And I feel obligated to tell you because I don't know how much you're on the internet. They said if Wemby would have done that with you, wind.
He would have missed it.
Yeah, and it would have been it would have been nothing. I think that's a benefit for you. Now, on the flip side of that, how many elbows have you gotten because of your size and how you play defense? You had to. I assume there was a lot of. You were eating elbows. I assume that was a real thing. And how do you avoid that while you're playing good defense in the NBA?
You can't avoid it. You can't avoid it. And that's probably one of the things that probably made me the maddest, right? Because you think about getting elbowed or whatnot, like when you get elbowed in the nose or you get elbowed in the mouth. Like when you get elbowed in the mouth, that was probably my biggest pet peeve in my career because then it was hard to eat like French fries and stuff like that for like a week or whatnot.
Of course, French fries.
Yeah, that's my weakness.
French fries your weakness? What do we like? Burgers? We like
dip them in ketchup?
Yeah, what is it we using? Ketchup and
Definitely
mustard? Fancy
ketchup.
sauce?
I'm definitely a French fry connoisseur.
Yes.
What's the best
French fry?
Who make the best fries?
Yeah.
What
fast food has the best fries?
Fresh out.
McDonald's definitely.
Crispy.
McDonald's is fire.
Shake Shack.
McDonald's is fire.
Agree.
Yeah.
You ever been to the
I like
potato patch at
yeah.
Kennywood?
It's called the patch now.
Yes.
Have you ever been at the potato patch in Kennywood in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania? It's a number 4 theme park in the country, voted on by really official people. Have you ever had the potato patch fries there? They're very good.
Haven't been there yet, but I'd love to go try. They're actually having a French fry convention here in LA coming up soon.
Are you going and are you hosting?
I should be hosting.
Okay, let's talk about it. Twisty doohoos, the steak fries, the standard fries, what type of tater tots?
Crinkle cut,
seasoned,
steak.
Crinkle cut, seasoned is fire. Bojangles, any of y'all know about Bojangles?
Oh, yeah.
Y'all know Bojangles? We know Bojangles. We've been down there in North Carolina.
We've been to TST.
We know Bojangles. We know fucking Bojangles.
Don't do that,
I got some wheat tea from Bojangles down there in North Carolina, about 130 degrees out there. I never had their fries though. I think they got a little like Miami sub seasoning. Yeah.
Some seasoning.
Here's
Well, I got
CP's
you.
Top
I
three
got you on that one.
recap. Here's CP's top 3 recap. We appreciate you. You're the man. Ladies and gentlemen, friend of the program.
Hey, listen here, fellas. I appreciate y'all, and I just want to send out prayers and stuff to my family, Ricardo Lewis, man. Sending you so much love and prayers, man. Love you.
Yeah, we are too. We appreciate the hell out of you doing that. Shout out to Ricardo, and nothing but positive vibes to your family and to Ricardo at this time. And thank you for joining us, Chris. You're the man.
Appreciate y'all, fellas, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Paul.
Hey, Chris.
Shout out, this is, I believe, his niece's husband. I do believe.
Yep.
Ricardo. So that's obviously positive vibes as much as we possibly can. Chris Paul on the all-defense team 9 times. He's eaten so many elbows.
So many elbows.
He was a menace.
Imagine how annoying it would be if he's guarding you.
Yeah.
All game.
He didn't. Remember, his shit was what, like, ha ha, right?
Yeah.
Like, that was his.
Yeah,
like,
it was.
his.
Just like,
ha ha.
just like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he was like pissed all the time. Right?
Shit
Wasn't that
stir
like his.
The Steve Kerr thing. That's exactly what I think of. Him walking by Steve Kerr laughing and then just getting so mad and continuing on. The fake.
You know
laugh.
who does? You know who doesn't make me mad?
Who?
Somebody that has the ability to call Carbones and get us in a ZZ's club. Somebody that's able to walk us down the street and show us where Gary V actually is. Oh, Alexis Ohanian, the guy that fucking founded Reddit, Shregs knows he's right here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the king of New York, Emmy Award winner, a man who's going to be a part of the primetime coverage of the NFL schedule release on Thursday night. Live from the Art McNally. Game Day Central, ladies and gentlemen, Pierce Schrager. Thank you.
Bruce couldn't get you into Carbone.
Yeah,
Soup?
Schrager
I'm
has the
shocked. I am
Carbone
shocked.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this with as much couth as possible. Bruce has done nothing for us. Schrager has done everything.
What?
That
Brucey Bronx?
Bruce put us on a train that retired. Okay, the thing just stopped. As soon as
It
we
needed
got
a
on, it
5-minute
just-
break. The train was doing all right. But no, I do not have any pull at Carbone like Shrakes, the king of New York, does.
Schrager is the king of New York, which is how we need to start talking about
Peter Schrager.
I would like to let the world know a little bit of an update, too. I have tried to contact Action Bronson, and I will be attempting to meet up with him.
Yes.
To potentially travel to a different altitude
Be
as
careful,
well.
man. Be careful out there.
Please, man.
What you talking about Bam Bam Bronsolini? Okay.
Mr.
I've been
Baklava.
Baklava. I have praised at the Temple of the Sun. I have been to Mecca. I have been to the sets of Tibet in 18 degrees.
He's going to have
That's
you
insane.
dick dragging into Hudson, man.
I'll tell you what, I'm a boogie boarder, a crocodile only. Okay, let's get right to Schrager with NFL news as we
got. I first want to just say, I want the recap from last night. I wasn't with you, so but I'll get my side of it here. You guys were in town. You're on the west side. ZZ's Club, which is the private Carbone deal. I got a hookup there. My guy Danny Glazer's a member. I said, can you hook up my guy McAfee and his friends? And sure enough, you guys were set up. And Mario Carbone, I texted him, one of the legends, the guy who owns the whole empire. And he was like, I love that Pat is frequenting our restaurant.
I told him this. I told Mr. Carbone, I said, grazie. Now, there was a guy named Noah that was showing us around. He had a nice suit, a good head of hair, I would say. Hannah was our waitress. She was from London. She's a Tottenham fan. She has a Tottenham Hotspur tattoo on the back of her leg. She's diehard, so obviously we just immediately started talking shit about sports. She was spectacular. Aaron, the bartender, heavy pours, but delightful taste. I mean, the whole thing was nice. Saw some art from the Met on the walls. I mean, it was sushi down here, best in the city. Flying in from Japan. We got some Wagyu coming in from.
Sounds like an Action Bronson song. I love this. This is good.
That's all I thought last night is I've been to ZZ's at Carbone. Anyways, let's move along. Thank you for the connection.
Oh, come on.
You're the best. And I think tonight, by the way, he's putting us into a spot.
We're going to see.
Wow.
Bruce
This is Bruce. This is all him. This
Bruce
is
has
it.
got a nice little New York Make-A-Wish going on through Shreg got a piece of this together.
Shregs.
We appreciate you.
It's my greatest joy.
Okay, Shregs, big news right now. Obviously, schedule release happening. Do you, McCarthy's right over here.
Yeah, what's up,
McCarthy,
B-Mac?
thank you for this. And I'm excited we're having this conversation right in front of you. Do you hate or love the, weak leaks of the schedules? Because I'm going to let you know, as a Daily Show host, it's been hard to keep up with who the hell's where at what time. Who's leaking these? Do you think it's a part of it? And do you love, like I do, the fact that the schedule release is now becoming another celebration of the football schedule?
I absolutely love that it is a tentpole item of the calendar year. It goes from combine to free agency to draft to then schedule release. And then you take a nice 2 months or whatever it is, and then we get back for OTAs and we go. But I'll tell you, Pat, these aren't leaks. These are announcements, what we're getting. If we got an actual, if we got an actual thing that wasn't announced by one of the actual broadcast partners, I'd say that's good reporting, that's a leak. But we haven't gotten any that's actually confirmed that hasn't been announced in a big upfront and some splashy display.
Okay, so this is on purpose to turn this into a couple-day little, hey, here's the appetizer, here's the Cabri's with the mushrooms. We had a little pizza thing.
But what actually, it becomes the main dish for these upfronts. Like, they're starting NBC and saying, guess what? We've got Mike Tirico here, and here is our Sunday night opener. And that's their tent pole for NBC for the entire fall calendar.
Fox did the same thing.
Fox did it as well. Here's our Thanksgiving Day game. And then Amazon did theirs with here's Lions Bill. So as much as we love to talk about Jack Reacher or whatever else they have on, that is going. Is that not a thing?
No, it's a great show. It's a great show.
It's great, but that's Amazon, right? So
Jack Reacher's an adult.
Yeah. No, I'm saying we love Jack Reacher, but the real tent pole is the NFL, and we've got this, and we're going to roll it out, and that's the main dish. The caprese salad is whatever else we have.
Okay, I got it. And then Thursday night, primetime on ESPN, 8 p.m., the NFL Live crew will basically be launching us into the next football calendar. Chiefs Broncos has been leaked as the Monday Night Football game, but we don't know what city it's in, Schrager. Are we going to get brisket or marijuana? I cannot wait. Is it going to be Kansas City or Denver? That would be a good start to the season.
Those guys usually go hand in hand.
Well, brisket certainly can taste a little bit more delightful. Denver, obviously, fantastic fan bases. Monday night's going to have to hit. It's an interesting balance because the NFL has to keep all their partners happy. Obviously, they have a lot more partners now. It is literally being subject to investigation with how many partners they have because everybody wants to get into the NFL's game. But balancing good games is pivotal for the entire league's success. They've been able to do that. And I think that is a massive thing that the NFL has over good schedule matters.
But you better believe the competition of ratings and all that is great, but the competition of who got the best games is real amongst these networks. And it's, hey, what do you mean you're going to give Amazon that? What are we going to get? Or, hey, you gave NBC Giants, Cowboys. What? So this one's interesting to me. Obviously, we're ESPN, but they haven't announced where it is yet, which means by Thursday they will. And as I'm walking over here and we're in this awesome replay room, there's another conference room where all the schedule makers are still meeting at this very moment, and they're putting together the final touches, so it's not even done yet. So
it's Monday Night Football every week.
Every week.
Where are they? I need a night game for that suite. I've been investing $250,000 a year into that thing. We've only been in there one time at night, and it was spectacular.
Well, that's the team's fault.
Hey, Tone, why don't you shut? Do you guys got a quarterback over there, Tone? How about that? Who's your quarterback?
Yeah,
who's your quarterback?
I was actually going to ask.
It's going to be hard to put you guys on primetime. Nobody knows who your quarterback is.
That's what I was going to ask. Do you think the league is pissed at Aaron because they can't put the Steelers on primetime yet because they don't know who their quarterback's going to be?
Hey, fascinating thing, actually, because if Aaron was on the team, they would certainly be searching for primetime games, I think.
Well, I think it's actually a real talking point. It starts when they start making the schedule. And I've talked to Mike North, who runs the whole thing several times over the years, that, yes, every little piece matters. So is Rodgers playing? We don't know. We're going to have to go with our best guess. But if he doesn't play, are they not equally intriguing to you? Is that not worthy?
Yeah, Mike McCarthy is worthy of primetime. Yeah.
I would think a Will Howard / at least for an early Monday night game. Let's see what we have. But they have to weigh all that stuff. No, not at all. I mean, I don't think you want 7 games.
Here's a part of the schedule-making process. We're allowed to get behind-the-scenes footage. We're very grateful for it. Shout out to Barcode and ESPN crew for setting this all up, getting these shots earlier today. That's trying to match everything. Here's the front office, obviously, of the NFL offices. Still playing NFL Network back there.
Yeah, Kyle Brandt in a sweatshirt. What's up, man?
Hey, Kyle is part of the prime
time
coverage.
There it is, on Thursday night with me.
Cannot wait to see that. Corpo... to the fullest here.
These are the guys. This is the scheduling team right here. You see, that's Mike North with the long hair. These are the folks working on it. That's it right there. They're in that room.
Good luck in there, boys.
That is Peter's brother, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. But we are very thankful for them getting up. This is not a live look, but this was filmed about 45 minutes ago.
This is the Brain Trust.
And pretty jovial. Pretty jovial. I assume there's some AI in there somewhere as well, if we had to guess. I like it's a tight room. Let's make sure that the vibes are being heard as we're live here in New York City. Okay, let's bounce around a little bit from the boys to get you all the NFL news that we possibly can. Zito, could you please ask Bristol to push to 102 here so we can really get all the Schrager information that we can possibly get?
Yes, sir.
D-Butt, there's some video coming out of the Las Vegas Raiders camp with Fernando Mendoza. I don't know if that's what you were trying to ask Schrags about, but I know you got something.
Absolutely not. He did look great, though, spinning it. Love seeing those throws in slow motion. They always play. But, Schrags, I want to ask you, because I know as a player, I used to look at, where are we playing and when? Weather games or primetime games. That was the first thing I looked at as a player. What's the first thing you look at once the full schedule drops?
I look at the miles that these teams have to travel. I remember one year Tampa Bay had to go 6 straight road games, including a London trip, and Bruce Arians was losing his mind over the amount of miles that they had in the middle of the season. That stuff matters, and it's almost that like 7th thing on the list. But how much are you going to be traveling? And then when you have these international games or these West Coast to East Coast games, how long in between? Is there a Thursday night game waiting on the other end, or is it a bye or a Monday night game? So to me, it's those long road trips and where you have it with all these international games. To me, it's like what's on the back end and what's before that, because I need my body to heal and I want to be at my best.
Niners traveling twice internationally.
Yes.
That seems interesting. Obviously, Melbourne to start, and then
Kyle Shanahan, not a fan of the first one, where they have to be starting the season over in Australia and also 9 days ahead of time. Now, you said it's the best food you ever had. You felt like $1 million.
It was unbelievable. Coming back was a little bit of a adjustment, but remember, Kyle Shanahan wasn't happy, and then Roger Goodell did a press conference down there and said, Shanahan's going to have to shut up. Okay, that is basically what he said. Kyle understands how important this is to football, and he's a coach. So coaches like routines. Coaches obviously would like to take care of his players. We think that they're going to do great here. I can't wait to see how that works out, because if Australia's available, okay, you would think anywhere on earth is now available.
Absolutely.
If you can handle it, and we don't have a bunch of injuries out of this entire thing, feels like if that's a possibility, anywhere could be a possibility. Good for the game, especially with 18 games around the corner, and we don't want to push too much for information, as the people that are probably going to have that information are literally sitting just a few feet away. Yeah.
I would add this.
on the Ref Association. When's the Players CBA getting done? Huh? We negotiating that already, or let's get more? Hey, AJ, we should do a vote right now. Me, you, and Darius. Should the NFL just unload maybe 200 to 300 million to former players?
Yes.
Aye.
Schrags hates former players. He didn't want to do it.
We knew he hated him.
But it's crazy how much information and how many decisions have to be made in this building, and like how much is on the line. The reffing thing was crazy.
Got done.
Like that getting done is insane. We're so happy about that.
I thought we were miles away when we were at the league meetings less than 2 months ago, and they got it done.
Yeah, thank God. This league's doing it pretty good, aren't they?
Well, I mean,
it feels like they got it pretty figured out.
I think in a world of tech and media right now that we're starting off all these upfronts this week, and it's Netflix and it's Amazon and it's all these new partners, but also the broadcast partners, and they're showcasing the NFL as the central piece. I think that's a sign of where football is in the greater landscape.
Yeah, I think so too. Shout out to Ball, shout out to the league, shout out to us being a tiny part of it and getting to do this for a living. Awesome. Tone Diggs has a question for you, Shrey.
Yeah, Shregs, I don't think any of us have any problem with it. Actually, I know that none of us on mics right now have any problem with it. Games being one Wednesday through Monday now, but I have seen some people on the internet who are saying like Sunday's not sacred anymore. Do you think that's just a small, very small section of NFL fans saying like, hey, Sunday's not sacred anymore? There's too many streaming services, too many games on too many days. Like, I assume that is just a couple people, or do you have that sense at all too?
No, look, I'm a purist in a lot of ways, where I like having 8 games at 1 o'clock in the window, and then I like having 5 games at 4 o'clock in the window, and then I know I got my Sunday night and my Monday night. And now we're going to have to be a little bit more flexible. They're adding windows for Fox, they're adding games for CBS down the line, but I understand anyone's complaint. I also think Thanksgiving weekend, when there's a game Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday and Monday, I would like those people to say, okay, I'm boycotting the Wednesday night game. You're going to watch the game.
Yeah, right.
You're going to watch the game. And to me, as long as the players are, at least somewhat on board with it, Pat, I think it's fine. And Tone, I don't know. I'll be watching. I'm fine with that.
I'm a part of the problem. I'm watching as well. And they expanded March Madness. Guess what I'm going to do?
I'll watch it all.
I'm going to watch it too. I'm part of the problem. And now, people are making those decisions. We're not making those decisions. But if you put a football game on Thanksgiving Eve, I'm going to watch it. You put a football game on Wednesday afternoon in Pittsburgh, okay, during COVID, I'm going to watch it. Yeah. RG3 is going to get 30 yards on one rush, blow out his hamstring, but certainly hit his over for rush yards literally on one play Wednesday afternoon
football. What memories are all about.
Exactly. You put a game on Saturday, I'm going to watch Sunday. I'm going to watch. I think they know that about us, though. Like, I think they know that about us. I do think they have been calculated on how much do we continue to roll. I think they could have gotten much more greedy much quicker.
You think?
Like, I think so. I think they could have. Us going to Wednesday, the NFL going to Wednesday is a wild move, but it feels like it's only a matter of time before we get a one-off game. I mean, because we'll watch Maction on Wednesday. We don't want to kill Maction. But if you have an NFL game on Wednesday, I assume the ratings will be outrageous.
And I'll say, during the COVID season, when they had to be so flexible and there were Tuesday night games, and it showed that there is a nimble ability by the NFL and the schedules that we can make this work as long as we get the required time off after the games. And I know, again, purists are going to say, I don't want to not have 11 games at 1 o'clock. I grew up with that. But are you watching all 11 games?
How do you feel about your ball security right now?
Not great.
Get that out of there.
Oh, my God.
It's not a loaf of bread, Peter.
He was holding can't do that.
You play tailback in Brooklyn High?
Covering the league
Brooklyn
for
High.
30 years.
Brooklyn High. No, I did not play. Poly Prep is where Brian Flores went, though, and that is a Brooklyn school.
Did you? You obviously can shoot a hoop with basketball.
I did not play football in high school. Frio Township High School.
That's not bad. Ball security.
I love this game.
That one I'm punching from the back.
Yeah,
I'm at the league. I'm in the league office, in the arteries of the league office, holding an official NFL football. You better believe I'm going to hold this.
It's not just the arteries. This is the Art McNally.
Sorry,
game day
Art
section.
McNally. You know what it means to me.
Cover the tip from the back. So someone's going to punch it from behind.
3 points,
I
Peter.
know, but look, I can just go right
Right there.
Try.
You can't put that left hand.
Yeah.
You're getting that out. My kid will get that
out.
out. Come on now.
What was the movie? The Program? Omar Epps? Just all day around campus?
Yeah, that's not just the program. That's
real life.
anybody that carries the ball.
Real football.
That right there is the program.
That's it.
Brother, know that.
Program.
Connor has a question for you, Schrager.
Yeah, Schrager, I will actually ask about Mendoza and the Raiders. Should I really believe that they're going to win 10, 12, 15 games this season? What do you expect?
Why? Over a video of him throwing a spiral in slow motion?
It wasn't just a spiral. It was
just a spiral.
It's possible they are one of these great stories, but I would look closer to. I would look closer.
Oh my God!
Touchdown! All right, please tell us how we're not supposed to think 15 wins next year with that. Kirk Cousins is quarterback. What do we need to know?
Yeah, I think if you listen to anything Brady has said over the last 10 years of Tom Brady talking about quarterback play, I think it's ideal for the quarterback to get some time behind a veteran, and that's what he had. And I would imagine Kirk Cousins out of the gates. That said, the Raiders, they have a lot of things going for them, but let's not put that on them just yet, Connor. I would say
I did not see this one from Kirk.
That one, I mean, it's beautiful.
It's a little bit more wobbly than.
Yeah.
When's Fernando coming get in the lineup, Pete?
I was in Stroud.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think Kubiak and Brady are going to have a big voice in this, and I don't think either one is looking to rush this guy in there.
Well, Fernando obviously missed the White House trip yesterday because he had practice. He said that he's not a schedule maker. He's not a super calendar guy. Then he said, I know the calendar, I know the schedule. If I don't have practice, I'll be able to make it to celebrate with the boys. He was not able to make it because he was practicing.
Might be
obviously.
Fernando.
Well, I don't know if you heard the president said Fernando called him. He said, hey.
Big fan.
Yeah, I believe everything he says.
Big fan.
Now, on that note, it was a nice celebration of college football at the White House.
Oh, yeah.
It was. And I do appreciate the fact that Curt Cignetti was kind of getting his flowers right there. And I also appreciate the fact that it was clearly the first time that message was being read, and the Rose Bowl, 38-3. Holy
yeah,
that was a good moment because what that Indiana team did do was outrageous. I'm happy they're getting celebrated yet again. But Cignetti, although I think he probably did appreciate getting his flowers there, all he's thinking about is get us out of here. We don't need to think about this. Let's on to the next one. College football is great. I'm happy they celebrated it. And we're only 109 days away from college ball, let alone how far we are from NFL ball. We're lucky to be here in Shregs.
I love
you, brother.
Thanks,
Thank you for everything here.
Thank you.
I'm excited for the rest of the day with you.
Oh, we're going to hang. That's it.
Oh,
we had some good morning interactions, too. Come on.
Great morning. New York's been fantastic. We'll be back on the other side. PK Subban will be joining us. Kirk Herbstreit will be joining us. We will see you then. Goodbye.
But it is great to be down here in T-Town, Alabama. Now, let's do a little history here, shall we? This is, what's your name?
Gabby.
Gabby, you're a senior here, right?
That's correct.
And what is your major?
Chemical engineering.
Okay. Okay, have you ever kicked anything before?
No.
Okay, but you said you want to do it, not get somebody else because...
Yes, because I camped out for so many hours with my friend, and I got lucky enough to get picked, so let's go for it.
Yes!
Yeah!
Yes!
All right.
We love that,
Let's
Gabby.
go.
$300,000 if you make this kick right here, Gabby, okay?
Oh my gosh.
That seems fair.
I don't know what a chemical engineering degree costs, but hopefully that'll help towards it all.
My parents would love that.
Okay.
I'll throw in 200 as well.
He's throwing it to $500,000. All right, Gabby.
Okay.
Good luck. We're pulling for you. 33 yards. All you got to do is make the kick. Good luck, Gabby.
Okay. Thank you.
Any final thoughts?
I love you, Mom and Dad and brother.
Love that, Mom and Dad. Hope you have a good time. Ladies and gentlemen, Gabby Mathis, chemical engineer, senior here at Alabama, will attempt to win $500,000.
Oh! It's come to this, huh? It's come to this. It's come to this.
Yeah, why'd you smack me in the face? Kirk just smacked me in the face. How about this? How about this, Gabby? If Kirk Herbstreit can throw that football through those uprights right there, we'll give you $300,000. Are you okay with that? $300,000. If Kirk Herbstreit can throw it through those uprights, former Ohio State quarterback.
Oh boy.
No warm-up, full suit for Gabby. Get Gabby, get Gabby, get Gabby. Congratulations, Gabby. All right. It's getting even more pricey. Kirk Herbstreit, I did not know you had that in you. You son of a bitch.
Oh, that's great.
Gabby, it's for you, your mom, your brother, the whole family. Congratulations, and Kirk, good on you, man. It was close. Back to you, Reese. Jeez. Way to go, Gabby.
I want a moment. You know, I love the fact that Gabby wanted the experience. You know, blue-eyed Buckeye still got a little sing in that.
The following program is a collection of stooges talking about happenings in the sports world. It is meant to be comedic informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or ESPN. There may be some cuss words because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further.
Hey,
Why?
let's go.
This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for.
McAfee on the line with a gorgeous assist.
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers.
You pink.
Damn it! Your friend tell a friend something nice could change their life.
I did not know.
Welcome back, hour 2 of the Pat McAfee Show. I am not Pat McAfee. I'm AJ Hawk sitting in for Pat at his desk here in Indianapolis. Pat's in beautiful Midtown Manhattan. Sports! It's what we're doing, right, Pat? Thanks to Peter Schrager. Obviously, I know you're going to have a couple other guests join you in studio soon. This alternate angle that you are controlling is amazing.
Yeah, I think this one really gets a shot in the vibe of what you need to feel here at the Art McNally.
That's with you bopping
Game Day
around, too.
Central.
How you're bopping around in frame, too.
Yeah, so that's the thing is I can't really see what you all are seeing in this particular. Yeah, okay, let's go over here. Maybe a little bit too tight here with the laws in New York City. You know, I've been at the altitude of the Brunson boiler. You know, I have certainly done that. AJ, it's outrageous here. It really is. I just went out to the bathroom, you know, to run. In the hallway, you run into literally the people that are creating the schedules, and then you got the other side. We got a butter runs into our officiating person. They got a meeting about something else. It's like always cooking. I appreciate something that feels alive. This office certainly does that. And today is a special day in sports. Obviously, we get a chance to celebrate the NBA playoffs and the NHL playoffs. But here, we're getting an all-access look at the entire NFL offices and what next year and what this league is currently up to. And this ball that I'm holding right here, I was told during a break, I was just kind of tossing around earlier. This was in Super Bowl. This
What?
is the Super Bowl. Yeah, they got this from the basement, brought up. It's Seattle Seahawks Super Bowl. I like that Sam Darnold does like a little bit of clay on this thing, a little bit of stick, a little bit of grind, a little bit of. It does have a little bit of a diamondy, It's certainly not a ball that you would like to kick, but it doesn't feel as if it's deflated at all. As we head to the toxic table at Boston Connor and one half of the hammer. Dahn. Cowboys AP Tone. This ball is fully pumped still. Months after the Super Bowl. It was in the basement here, Con Man. Your thoughts on the Seattle Seahawks, Sam Darnold Super Bowl ball?
Probably a poopy ball. I feel like the deflated jokes is probably being in a controlled temperature environment in the basement, a very consistent 65 degrees perhaps. If you were to drop that thing down to a 20 degrees, the ball would shrink. In fact, that's just science. That's just facts. Interesting because I don't believe Sam Darnold threw any touchdowns with any of those footballs, so it's probably Kenneth Walker's ball, if anything.
Wow. Okay. Well, I assume Kenneth Walker kept all the balls. He scored. I don't think this one made it into the game.
No? Is it rubbed on? It looks rubbed on.
I don't know if we're at ball 66. I mean, a lot had to happen. A lot had to happen to get to this one, but it was certainly this one right here. Okay, go ahead and zoom in on there. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's a.
Yeah.
That is sweet.
Okay.
That is
yeah.
That looks not like that.
I see that signature on. Is he in the building today, or?
You're talking about where's he at? Oh, he's over here. No, he's on the other side.
Yep.
Where's he? There he is. This one right here.
Boom.
You're talking about that guy?
Yeah. See, or is he too scared?
It's big
Can you
rod.
tell us who's opening the year against the team on that football, or?
Where is Raj? Now that I think about it, kind of in his house right now, aren't we?
We did ask some tough questions at the draft, so he's probably avoiding.
Ross should have interest music now that I think about it.
If the glass broke and he walked in here, I think that would be apropos for the situation.
That would be sick.
I think that would be a fantastic setup for what we're doing. But yeah, life is good is what I'm saying. AJ, thank you for traveling to the Thunderdome. Basketball stories obviously never ending. The NHL obviously continues to have a great night. And last night we had broken nose and a superstar. We had blood. We had goals. We had everything. Con man, the NHL continues to deliver great hockey every single night.
Yeah, and this is kind of the first one that was different. The Wild Avalanche, you see it's only 1-1 with a minute left in the second. McKinnon took a vicious puck right off the schnoz. He ended up coming back. I'm not sure what they did to him in the back. Yeah, there it is. And it was tough, too. They don't actually show the slapper, but that was basically a clap bomb from his own defenseman trying to clean up the garbage in front of the net. It goes right to his grill. He ends up coming back, scoring an empty one. Empty netter winner, which was pretty nice. But this was a much different game. Low scoring. It was about 1-1 halfway through the third when the Avalanche ended up getting it done. That was the first goal for the Avs from Kadri. There's their second one to kind of put them up. The Wild would answer immediately, which was fantastic. Kind of make this game a little more interesting going into the back half of the third period. But yeah, fantastic night of hockey. Here's the McKinnon empty netter to kind of ice the game. Everyone cleared out after. Avs take command in 3-1 lead, and then tonight we're back in the Bell Center, the Centra Bell in Montreal. So yeah, the NHL playoffs roll on. They've been fantastic. Sabres at Canadians, huge game 4. The Sabres trying to kind of even the series, and then Ducks against Ties Golden Knights. Game 5, I believe, whoever wins Game 5, the percentage to win the series, goes way, way up. So we'll see what happens tonight. But yeah, it starts in Montreal in that crazy environment.
Can't wait to see that. Sports are obviously spectacular. Montreal and Buffalo have both showcased that all playoffs. AJ, NBA story is potentially LeBron's done. Mm-hmm. Okay, as a kid from Ohio, how would that make you feel? Would you look in the mirror and say, you know what, AJ? Our stars are hanging them up.
Makes you feel old, doesn't it?
Yes, it starts making you feel old. Just LeBron James playing basketball has just been a part of my life seemingly since memory. So for him to hang it up, I didn't expect to start thinking like this. It can't go out the way. That cannot be the last time. That just cannot be. And I don't want to repeat what I said last hour, but it kind of stopped because Chris Paul was on, and he has much better takes than we would ever have. There's no way that is the way LeBron James' career ends last night. I cannot have it. Just 0%. As somebody that has been, there's no way that Foxy, you're a diehard LeBron James fan as well. There's no way that's how this whole thing stops. I didn't invest my time in being. I didn't get into fights with people about Michael Jordan stuff. Me talking out of my ass, not knowing anything about what basketball used to be back there to defend LeBron. For it to be 1:45 a.m. on Prime. Getting swept by the Oklahoma City Thunder with nobody really celebrating until afterwards going, this could be his last warm-up. Shouldn't we be doing this for the last couple of weeks if we think this is what it's going to be? This guy's giving a lot to the game, Foxy.
Pat, we've watched LeBron our entire lives, and if we know anything about LeBron, there's a 0% chance this is going to be it. There's a 1,000% chance that next year we're going to see him at every single away arena getting a standing ovation, and he's going to make it all about himself one more time.
You're a LeBron fan.
I love LeBron James.
He knows exactly what he'll do.
He deserves it, and that's exactly what he'll do, and that's what I hope he does. I'll be watching every single one of them.
AJ, what does that mean? What he just
you took a
there?
shot at him. You're saying you're his biggest fan, then you just take a complete shot at him.
Why
saying
is that a shot?
No, you just told the
his
truth.
ego is out of control or he's selfish. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I'm saying
what the heck? That's what Foxy's trying to say.
I don't know why you guys.
You said
took
he'll make it
that way.
about
That's
himself. That's what someone with a giant ego would do. But that's not LeBron.
That's super negative way to take it. I just think he's the greatest of all time, and he deserves that from every single away arena and all fans worldwide that love basketball.
Go back to the Cavs for another year. That'd be cool. Go play one more year for the Cavs.
Go play for the Pacers. D-But, it sounds like you think it's potentially over. Is that what it sounds like?
Potentially. I wouldn't say I'm not with Foxy, though. I don't think 0% chance. I think it's a 25% chance. 75% chance he comes back. 25% chance he retires and goes off into the night. And I only say that because of the things that he's been saying. He's been kind of putting it out there. You know, LeBron is like very
cryptic.
Very locked into what he's actually putting out there. So he talked about, hey, I'm going to spend a lot more time with my wife. I've never seen him post a lot during playoff runs, especially when he was with the Heat. He would go 0 dark 30. But I saw him posting, golf videos down 0-3 in the series. I've never seen that from LeBron. So the love of golf, chasing the bug. We just saw the Kevin Hart roast. Kevin Hart said a couple weeks ago, hey, I thought about giving up stand-up and giving up this to chase this new golf love thing. So I wouldn't be shocked if he just launches a new brand, does a decision 2.0, and says, hey, I'm going to go off, spend time with my family, spend time in this course. Whatever he wants to do, though, take your time. Like CP said, it's probably the last thing on his mind, getting swept. It's part of it. He's been swept. He's won championships. He's done all the things that basketball, you can experience in that. So whatever he does do, man, we'll be watching and we'll be talking about it.
Yeah, if he takes his talents to the golf course, that'd be a crazy way to end this. Okay? That'd be a crazy way to end this if that's what he was to do. And on that note, whatever he wants to do makes him happy, I will certainly celebrate the hell out of it. I just don't love the fact that it could be over the way that it ended last night. LeBron James, maybe he doesn't start on team next year, and maybe he gets picked up halfway through his season, 3/4 way through his season. Maybe he just does another playoff run.
Ooh.
Maybe he does another playoff run. Maybe he joins a team that could go on and win. And maybe, I said it in brief passing there, and everybody kind of shoot it off, maybe he does come play for the Pacers.
He's not going to miss the in-season
Maybe he does
tournament.
come play for the Pacers.
What?
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
What is that?
Be the first
You know who?
Speaking of LeBron and GOATs.
Yeah, you know who.
Is that a
You
wolf?
know you know who. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us is not just Peter Herbstreit, okay, who is obviously the most notable dog, I do believe.
Peter hosting
in
the
world.
upfronts today?
Peter's part of the upfronts, should be, by the way. If we're trying to get money, let's send Peter in there for sure. I mean, if that is the showcase, the show off. Ladies and gentlemen, kicking off every NFL season on Thursday night with Amazon, College Game Day face of college football, voice of college football, is Kirk Herbstreit. Hey, which side are you going to put? Yeah. He taught me that.
I'll go left here.
You taught me that back in the day. Do you remember telling me that?
Cameras.
I was doing Thursday night football. Yeah. It was a Remy operation, which means ass operation. Everything is super delayed. You have no.
The Vegas flag football game.
Yes, exactly. That was when you told me. Was after.
Yeah.
So I was doing Thursday night football with Matt Hasselbeck, Adam Amin, Molly McGrath. It was an incredible crew. Incredible. Seth Greenberg. want to make sure I get the names right. We were doing it all, and I had the headset on, and I was on the outside, and the microphone.
Well, you don't want to look.
Yeah.
With the
microphone was covering my face. Herbie goes, "Get the microphone."
I didn't say it like that.
But that's how I took it. Was like, hey,
Hey, I said
idiot,
just flip
put
it
it
over
on
here.
the other side because you've been doing. How long you been doing television now?
That's 31 years this fall.
Wow.
Yeah. 31 years. And
Peter, how many years, Peter?
Peter this is
This is
year
Super Bowl
three.
ball.
Year 3 coming up.
Peter's had a great offseason. I've seen him in the pool and shit. I've seen him living out
Yeah.
there. He is a beautiful dog. In any
Thank
room he
you.
walks into, obviously the aura is impeccable. The room that we're going to be walking into is obviously one that's going to be celebrating sport in a big way by investing billions of dollars into it. So we certainly appreciate that.
Yeah.
College game day, though, is the bit we're going to be doing up there. College football, 109 days away. Okay, we just passed the halfway point.
109
Yeah,
days.
we're close. What are your thoughts on the current state of college football? Honestly, the last few years, it's been so much chaos-driven conversation outside the game. But then we look at the ratings of the sport itself, up and to the right. Everybody loves the product. How do you feel where we're sitting right now?
I'm kind of like, I feel like every time we get into the off season, we get into, oh no, what's going to happen? And then we get to the fall and the attendance has never been better. Interest has never been higher. Like we keep waiting for it to just explode, and it just gets more intriguing. I think the playoff going to 12, and we can talk about that, to 24. I think as we predicted, I mean, it's now you got last 2 weeks of the season, still have 20 teams that are trying to throw their hat in the ring. So I don't know. I've given up on saying it's doomsday. I think it's more about we need to get some parameters, as everybody always says, on the NIL and the portal, but I think overall it's creating a ton of interest, in my opinion.
A ton of interest. There's new things to talk about. Obviously, contracts are a massive piece of the conversation around the NFL. That's only going to become more normalized, I think, with college football.
How about some of these quarterbacks, Pat, taking a pay cut to go to the NFL?
Yeah, crazy.
Like guys like Carson Beck, they're making more in college than they're making.
And then the reports of what the offers were turned down. Like, hey, this guy, Peter Berg, not Peter Berg, Peter
Barnes.
Shout out Peter Berg, by the way, New York legend. Peter Herbstreit, absolutely.
Did he high step there?
I think he just ran through a camera.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Peter.
Okay.
That's Peter Berg. Peter Herbstreit. Jeez, I'm so sorry, Peter Herbstreit and to Peter Berg. You guys are not resemble each other at all. But Peter Herbstreit, I'll tell you.
Peter Berg's got some stuff going on, huh? Some big stuff.
He's a beast. So is Peter Herbstreit. Big. Yeah, I mean, the Pete's are kind of crushing.
The Peters are crushing.
You should see Pete Thamel.
Pete Thamel.
Hey, that Ahmad Hardy stuff, crazy.
I know.
That is.
Is he?
They said stable, and then the report we got from Pete Thamel is that he will definitely return to football, but there was no timeline.
God.
I'm hoping he's an incredible football player.
Oh man, best back, probably the best back, maybe one of the best college players in the country returning.
And I think there was a little bit more information. It's kind of been a slow roll with info through this entire thing. So hopefully Pete Thamel will get all the info that we need as Pete Herbstreit continues to do his thing here in Peter Berg's town. Okay, so college football going to more teams in the playoffs.
Yeah, what do you think
of that? I would assume you hate it.
Huh? What?
I think you would hate it.
Kind of indifferent. I don't.
Okay.
Until you experience it, it's hard to hate it. I do love that our regular season is probably the best thing going in sports because, even calling these NFL games, we just had one of our games got out. Calling these NFL games.
What game?
Detroit at Buffalo.
Okay,
which is going to be awesome.
That's a huge
awesome opener for us.
Yeah, new stadium.
Yeah, opening up the new stadium. It's going to be amazing. Detroit, obviously, looking for a bounce back year after last year, and you would think Buffalo with a new head coach. There's a lot going on there. So, two great quarterbacks. That's going to be hyped up. But I think in the NFL, you kind of feel like you get to week 10, 11, 12, and all of a sudden, you lived it. Everything is like margin of error is like this. We got to win 4 of our last. The intensity cranks up. I feel like in college, kind of starts that way, And would we lose that if you went to 24? Would we lose the importance of Ohio State, Michigan, Alabama, Auburn, all those big games at the end? Are we already there,
So
though?
what do you do? Yeah, exactly. Especially with the championship games that I know the coaches.
Those need to go.
Well, the coaches came out and voted on the conference championship leaving and the schedule changing, and we like this and we do this. And then from our understanding, that was met with, that's cute, coaches.
Thanks for your input.
Exactly. That is kind of how it was meant. But I think the coaches were just trying to say, hey, we would agree if this is what it was. But I think what they were laying out was a lot of how fans would feel, too, about what the season could be. What's reality? I think the championship games get a lot of money.
Yeah.
I think.
But let's find a new. Let's just within this new structure, take whatever money that the conferences are losing and make them whole.
Agreed.
Right, and then let's just do what's right for the game. You know,
Are you going to say that up there at the upfronts? Because the people in that room might be the people that could be able to do that.
Whatever you guys say, let's say.
No, I'm not going to say. Usually you say. You say, hey, let's take the money from the conference championship games and pick that up. Let's move that to some other shit. Let's make sure we're moving.
Yeah.
And let's do it for a good ball.
But do you think 24 is too many? Do you think that's, I mean, that's a big number.
Why did Paternity want it? Paternity was
By the way, he started it, and everyone else is like, no way.
Yep.
And now everybody, except one person, is like, let's do 24.
Yeah, and I think it's probably going to happen.
As long as it aren't AQs, let's just take the best teams. I don't want to say Big Ten, you get 5 or 6, and SEC, you get 5 or 6, ACC, Big 12, you only get 2 or 3. Let's not associate anything, in my opinion. Let's just rank the teams at the end and stack them up, and those are your teams.
I agree completely. In Notre Dame, get an opportunity to get in as opposed to winning their conference championship because they're not in a conference. If they're ranked in the top 12 or whatever, top 20, I guess it'll have to be, or top 15, whenever it goes to more teams, they get an automatic bid. I think like people automatically want to hate that, but like Notre Dame's been able to do this without a conference somehow. I don't know.
Right.
A lot of people have tried to do it. They have not been able to pull it off. Notre Dame obviously has power. Do you feel good about that? Do you think that inevitably changes? Because if Notre Dame's in it, obviously it's much better for ball.
Yeah.
But then there is like like West Virginia is about to become, a real wagon. Maybe we should just get an automatic bid too. Maybe West Virginia should.
I mean, Notre Dame's going to have to work hard not to get in it.
Agreed.
Right? I mean, 9-3 would probably get Notre Dame in. I mean, 10-2. I mean, 24 teams. How would you?
You think 9-3 they're getting in, Kirk? You think you lose the game 24?
People are going to be so pissed. And 24. He's talking about 24.
I'm saying if it's 24 teams, it's hard. It'd be hard for them to look at my man here. It'd be hard for them to not get in. One thing I get concerned about is the way the coaches responded last year to playing big games in a non-conference. I fear that everybody's answer is to just go Cupcake Central, because at the end of the day, AJ, I don't know how you feel about this, but in like late November, early December, no one's talking about, well, Texas went to Columbus and lost by 7. All they're doing is stacking up wins. Yeah. No one cares about Texas went to Columbus in a great game, and they should, to me, even though they lost, you should get points for that as opposed to getting points taken away. But nobody, I think the coaches and the ADs are looking at that and saying, what's the point in playing Ohio State if I'm Texas? If we lose, it's going to be held against
Screws your whole thing.
Game?
Screws everything. If you don't make it, you're done. Like you're fired if you're the coach.
Alabama, Ohio State kept each other on the schedule, right, AJ?
They did,
That was announced, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's a big deal. How do you feel about AJ Day going to Northwestern? I like that move as well.
Yeah, it's great.
I think that's
according
good
to Chip
opportunity.
Kelly, should be nice.
Yeah, but I think that's good family dynamic. Okay, first of all, the dad, who's the head coach of Ohio State, could have easily made a big stink, force his kid into Ohio State, especially if he's getting offered scholarships from other Big Ten schools, could certainly do that. The fact that both the son and the dad did not do anything that's seemingly obnoxious in this entire thing, I think we all respect greatly. Don't you think so, AJ? Like, legitimately. I respect the fact that because he has committed to Northwestern, Ryan Day could abuse his power and say, I'm giving this kid a scholarship to be on the Ohio State Buckeyes. And everybody on earth, probably in Ohio as well, would potentially say, that kid doesn't deserve to be a Buck. What are we doing? We're giving out scholarships just because they're a kid. Instead, it feels like they handled it all perfectly. And I like the kid, and I like Ryan more. And I'm pulling for Northwestern now because of the way it all worked out. AJ, how do you feel about it? And I appreciate the fact that they handled it that way.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. I mean, it is kind of a weird spot if you're the head coach at Ohio State and your son is being recruited around the country to play the quarterback. Yeah, I don't know, like, it would be really awkward, I think, to offer your own son or to try to bring your own son in to jam him in. Like, that's kind of, I don't know. It definitely can happen, and it does happen. But what could be even weirder is if, a couple years down the road, and you got your defense game plan on how to kill your own son at the quarterback position. How do we get to the quarterback?
And then also, Northwestern's just letting Ryan Day kind of walk around a facility,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
AJ wants to go see Michigan, doesn't he? Yeah, you do. Got a full visit. Go and snoop around. How's that going up there as a Michigan man? We saw some highlights out of Chase out of the spring game. Tone Diggs, he was moving, wasn't he? He was moving around.
I was watching it. Kirk was getting a ton of airtime. It was when Chase was
unintentionally.
Chase was in versus CJ Carr's brother, I believe, who is now at Michigan, and he was scrambling. He was moving good. He looked good out there, Kirk.
Yeah, it's going well. I mean, it was a pretty rocky road for a first year with everything that went down in that last fall. But I think Witt, as you'd expect, I mean, I was surprised Kyle Whittingham wanted to come back to college. I figured he was pretty much done with his career. But, boy, they hired the right guy, the right staff to really get this thing back in order and kind of live up to what the Michigan standard is, both on and off the field.
Yeah, and Schefter was hosting some MC event down at some Illuminati party, so Michigan's going to have a couple $2 billion to spend. Yeah,
they got a lot of money, I guess. I just read, wasn't there something that broke the other day? Something insane.
$2 billion, on an investment in OpenAI.
Yeah.
Chase getting $5 million or something like that?
Yeah, look at this fresh shoot. Picture's looking pretty clean. I don't know if this is NIL money coming through here from the Michigan Wolverines. D-Bud has a question for you, Herbie, about ball.
Yeah, Kirk, you kind of face of both leagues now. You're on the mic. You got to be locked in. Which team, I guess either collegiately or in the pros, has surprised you the most or that you're most excited about going into this year, whether it be the portal and recruiting on the college level or the offseason with the draft and free agency?
I did the Thursday night, first round of the draft, and I don't know how you guys felt. The New York Jets that were just kind of used to things not going well for them actually had a pretty good weekend. You know what I'm saying? I was pretty energized by what they were doing. And Aaron Glenn, who survived, a lot of times you go through a tough first year, you're gone. And to their credit, they stuck with him. They signed Breece Hall, obviously, to the long-term deal. I'm not saying that they're going to make huge moves this year. I just was surprised to see some positive moves being made by the Jets. I'm excited about Kansas City. I think it's almost as if people have maybe felt that that's the end, because of the injury to Mahomes, because of some of the losses that they've had. Is it time for Kansas City's story to be over? And I don't think it is. I think anytime you question Patrick Mahomes, he's going to come out swinging. And I think that's kind of how it is right now with where Kansas City is.
I appreciate the fact that, to multiple points, I love a doubted Patrick Mahomes getting an opportunity to do something. I like Travis Kelce coming back and not liking that's how that ended. This is Peter, sorry.
I do that a lot.
How often?
Once a day, maybe.
Bro, Ben was.
I know. You know Ben.
Yeah, me and Ben. Tight.
Yeah.
I'm happy that started this entire trend, by the way.
Yeah.
And Peter is obviously phenomenal.
Yeah.
Man,
you think Kansas City's going to make a move?
So I like that. I also like the fact that the Jets had no leaks at the number 2 overall pick.
Yeah.
So obviously, you guys were doing game day on ABC.
Yeah.
Number 2 pick, the odds were changing day of. The odds were changing. We're trying to clean that down here. You
I'm
just
sorry.
drop it. No, don't.
I'll get it.
I
got it. Go ahead. Go ahead. What are you saying?
Ohio guy right there.
Yep.
There you go.
Salt of the earth.
What are you saying?
I like those.
The Reds could never.
Watch out, Ben. Don't back up, Kirk. You're not back up.
No, I'm not backing up.
Yeah, because you got Peter's face right next to your hind Dan right now. All right, thank you for doing that. I gave Peter some water. That's 100% on me. I like that Patrick Mahomes has a chance to be angry, and motivated and
that's
overlooked.
dangerous.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But with the Jets not having any leaks at the number 2 overall pick, I thought that was a special thing. Legit, I thought that was a special thing.
Did you guys have any tips on your show?
No, we didn't know. We were kind of Foss the Boss. Are you? That's Foss the Boss. That's Foss the Boss right there. He's dressed up for the upfronts. This guy's been dressed super fashionable all day. Saw him this morning, fresh out of the local New York City coffee shop, Starbucks. He looked absolutely amazing. You're sweating. Are you okay?
Yeah, I shouldn't have gone hoodie on him. I'm warm. I'm warm in here.
Did you
I walked over.
Unbelievable day here.
Perfect day.
Oh my God! I saw no human poop.
Oh, that's great.
I know. I think that should
Were you expecting to see that?
Yes. I mean, this is just like when we went to San Francisco. In San Francisco, I have the internet, Okay?
Yeah.
I
didn't see anything in San Francisco.
It was beautiful. I had the time of my life there. New York City, this is perfect. I hit Grand Central Station.
Who's running this city nowadays? I haven't really paid attention.
Schrager.
Who?
Schrager is running this.
Oh,
city.
he is? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Peter Schrager is running this city.
I could see that.
He got us in Carbone last night.
Wow.
Yeah. You could have came through with Peter, I think, with the way we kind of got his.
Wow.
But the Jets, let's talk about
Yeah.
it. Jets, a lot of New Yorkers are big-time Jets fans, right? I think we're in the city of Jets fans around here. Them not having leaks, I think, is the biggest indicator that their culture might not be ass. Like, that is a real deal, I think. At number 2 overall, all that takes is one person in the building not to be on the same page. Aaron Glenn, maybe GM, whoever says, hey, we're not telling anybody anything here. And it didn't get out of their building. Sportsbooks had no idea. We had no idea. When it got to number 2, we had no clue what was going to happen. We thought maybe we had some guesses, but nobody knew for sure. For me, that felt very not Jetsy.
Yeah.
Like that just didn't feel Jetsy
I agree with
to
that.
me at all.
Yeah.
So I was very impressed by that.
But didn't you? I mean, overall, the entire weekend in Pittsburgh. By the way, that was great.
We had fun.
You and I haven't had a chance to talk about that. All the guys were there. That was fun on Wednesday night.
Football Town. Shout out to Cayman Science Center.
Unbelievable. Is that out now?
I think it's still at Cayman Science Center. I believe they're releasing it digital.
Oh, if you're just a football fan, you got to watch that. But just the overall weekend.
Hey, thank you for coming to that.
Oh yeah, of course. And I thought overall it was just a blast. But when the dust settled, I just thought the Jets did a pretty good job.
Look
Overall.
at you right now. You're dripping sweat. Turn your head
Sideways. Should I try to go here?
This guy's dripping.
That's good. You're efficient, Kurt.
That
It means you're hydrated.
You want to go on a nice walk
Yeah.
through the city, and it turns out being a lot hotter than you thought it would be.
It's also like 30 blocks.
Yeah, that's a long way. But Peter needs to get. I like that you're holding the wiffle ball bat. Maybe go ahead and swing a little bit there with the Thunderball, AJ. The thing.
AJ running point, right?
Yeah, AJ's back there in the Thunderdome. He's going to be playing Thunderball too. It does appear he's getting lubed up right now.
No, we're not going to let him. He would definitely break something.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's potential for a fight too if you peg him in the wrong place. You know, Thunderball can get a bit aggressive.
Who's the best at Thunderball?
Best pitcher is Ty.
Yeah, well, that's a given.
No, that wasn't always a given in your mind, and that is actually
No, now it is. He set the record straight.
Okay.
Now I get it. He had a baby.
Yes,
his wife had a baby.
Would you like to say congratulations to him?
Yeah, where is he?
Probably at home.
Through the lens.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Break the fourth wall. Always watching.
Congrats, buddy. He and I were talking about that in Pittsburgh. And how long is he going to be down and out?
I don't know. Maybe next week he's back. We don't. It's kind of on him.
Okay.
Listen, you have to talk
congrats.
to H&R about this, okay? Well, I would like to let it be known that no pressure. Hey, paternity leave, you do whatever you need to do whenever you need to do. You need to get the
Guys do the paternity leave now.
That's what we're kind of in the middle of right here. But I have heard of like a 6-monther from. Have you not heard about this?
6-monther?
No, for his wife.
These big
For
corporations.
the baby.
Yeah.
So how
does that work?
I did hear someone taking 6 months. Now that you say that.
Yeah, I heard exactly, AJ.
Yeah.
Okay, so you heard the same thing. So I, as the person who I guess sued, definitely in charge at the company, these are all like real things, especially as we're like, everybody's having kids. So
so he's officially allowed to take
whatever the fuck he wants. That's what I say. Get me out of all this shit. If we ever get, our company ever gets bought by somebody else, we'll let them deal with it. For me, whatever you need. Have a good one. See you later.
But
Now,
technically, could he go 6? Can people?
I'm his boss. Yeah, he can do whatever he wants.
Corporate America, is that a thing?
It
6
depends on
months?
where you are. Is each place different, or is there like some mandated
different
thing?
3 months, 4 months, 6 months. I think there became a time where there was like a lot of like, I'm not, I'm not, those things start happening. Oh, I'm not, those things. And then all of a sudden they start stacking on top of each other. We got a half a year. But on that note,
and you're paid.
beautiful
You're paid the
relationship
whole.
with the
You're
baby.
paid the whole time.
Absolutely, Ty. Take your time, Ty. You call H&R. You do whatever you need to do. We love you and we support you. Bruce is wearing a suit today. He seemingly has an answer for this.
Yeah, what do you got?
So a lot of it was competitive where, like, I don't know which company it was, but, like, Facebook says 6 months, and then all of a sudden Google, Spotify, all these other places that are competing for the people, they got to go up to 6 months, and then all of a sudden people are taking
When did
6
that
months
start?
What do you mean?
COVID.
Yeah, COVID era.
This is for the good of families, Kirk.
I don't agree with that. The dude needs to take a few days off, and then I think I took maybe a half a day off. I don't understand what the guy's doing. Why is
Supporting, dadding.
Get out of the way if you want to support. We have nothing to do. We're a disaster. When a new baby comes home, we're just like.
I have learned that.
Just what can I?
Yeah.
I'm going to go take Peter for a walk. I mean, that's what. Let's be honest.
Do you need a drink? Do you need water? No.
Yeah. What can I do to
Can
help?
I do anything?
Change a diaper.
Give mom a break.
Change a diaper early, though. That's a challenge.
What?
When you're a first-time dad,
turds are still
and
what you call when it's all mushy.
You're a former
Sticky
quarterback at Ohio State. You can't.
yeah, once the stinky poop comes in, then you're getting it right in. But at the beginning, you're just like, I don't want to hurt anything. Let me just.
Every sound is anxiety laden with
The dudes need to get back to work.
All right, okay.
That's ridiculous. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
Okay.
What else?
I appreciate
What else should we ask you about?
Mental health.
Dana's in it for that one.
Yep.
We hope everybody's happy, and we would like to let Ty know, and anybody, you do whatever you need to do. Okay, you do whatever
Ty,
you need to do.
Ty will be back next week.
There's no way Ty takes 6 months, but I
No.
would like to let Ty know, if that's what you think you need to do, Pat McAfee, not Kirk Herbstreit, I would like to support you in your endeavor as a great father.
Get back to work.
We do miss you, though, Ty. We do miss you.
AJ, how many days you take off?
What is your AJ took at least 3 months?
I don't know. That's a good question. I was around, but my first kid was born during the season. We won the Super Bowl a couple months later, so I was there. But
Well, you didn't get to take off as a football player.
I had a game that
We had different rules in the league.
Oh, no.
What you're saying, Kirk?
I had a game
Kirk,
and came
how
right
old are
back
you
to the
again?
hospital. Yeah.
Kirk, how old are you again?
56.
56.
Man, you
Okay,
look
what
good.
year were you born in?
69.
See, people forget that because you look the same exact way that my eyes saw you the first time 30 years ago.
Yeah.
People forget take this as no disrespect. You're an older man.
Yeah.
Okay, from Ohio.
Yeah, exactly.
And people forget that. Yep. Kirk will come out and say something, and people were like, Kirk Herbstreit looks like he's like 25 years old. This guy's been on TV. He should not be saying what he says. It's like Kirk is almost.
Well,
60.
you're saying this is a new rule from
Ohio.
COVID. Like, that's when this came about.
I think Bruce was right. How companies were competing for like the talent to come to these companies.
We care more.
Oh, hey, you get 4 weeks vacation. You get 9 months paternity
Go
leave.
down the line of all the guys there in Indianapolis. I want to find out who thinks you should take 6 months off.
Nobody thinks that.
Just go right down the line.
If you do, though, it's on you.
It's on you. Do whatever you want to do, but what do you think? Take
Thank
yourselves out of it. Just in general of that
Go
rule.
down the line, boys.
Yeah, go on, Debo.
Go ahead.
6 months.
Debo, what do you got?
Like Pat said, however long it takes. I don't come between the man and his family.
No.
Great point, D.
That is right,
Great
D.
point.
But thank you.
Why
for
are
doing
you guys
that.
afraid to say what you
One band, one sound.
We don't know. We're not in their
right.
home. We're not in everybody's home. We don't know how their relationship works.
That's right, AJ. He's from Ohio, too. That's really nice to hear.
This is a lot of dancing. This is a lot of dancing.
Let's get back to ball, please. Okay, let's talk about dancing.
What if you could breastfeed?
The reason why we all brought up 6 months is because we all found it to be pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
On that note, Ty.
Ty, you take as much.
With that being said,
Ty.
Me, Pat McAfee, you're boss. You do whatever you need to do.
You're good, kid.
Okay? Whatever you need to do. We appreciate
What would your dad say about 6 months?
Stop. Let's move on.
Is your dad around the
Let's
office
move
there?
on.
Maybe he'll be honest.
Connor has a question for you.
Herbie, always a pleasure.
Hey, buddy.
I really want to ask you something that's going to get us into another similar conversation.
No, please, let's
but
do
I'm
ball.
I'm not gonna. Instead, let's go to LSU. Lane Kiffin, he actually did say something that got him into some hot water a little bit, but he clarified that. But what should my expectation be about LSU? We were talking about Ohio States and Bama's of the world, and it feels like Lane Kiffin basically threw him into that type of category where it's either he wins the national championship and it's exactly what he was supposed to do, or they don't, and everybody says, what the hell were you doing leaving Ole Miss? What should I kind of be expecting? And also, that was one of the games that got leaked. Congrats, you're going to LSU versus Clemson week 1.
What is Vegas's over-under? You guys have any idea?
I would guess 10.5. I know they're probably 10.5 is they're probably over under if I had to take a guess. They're third in the SEC, directly right behind Texas and Georgia.
High expectations.
Connor, I think the sky is the limit with Lane Kiffin. I know he is a polarizing figure. I know a lot of people like to talk about, stuff he says, whether it's what he sends out on X or stuff he might say. But I'm just telling you, he's going to bring, I think he's going to bring an energy. When you're around LSU when they're rolling, it's different than any other program in the country. It's not a swagger. It's just when they recruit the state of Louisiana, there's such pride in that state when it comes to how good they are at football, that if you recruit the right guys, and it's not just, talking trash, but it's actually when they were rolling, the good teams, I think he's going to plug into that. I don't know how soon. Sam Levitt is going to be a lot to do with this, to transfer quarterback from Arizona State. If he can hit the ground running, you mentioned they got Clemson early. They go to Ole Miss week 3. That's going to be incredible. But I would take the over personally on LSU with Lane Kiffin. And this is just the beginning. This is kind of year 1, and I think it's a good fit. Just like he was a good fit at Ole Miss. I think wherever he goes, he's going to win.
Yeah, he's football mind. I think we all understand that.
Got a great D coordinator.
Especially with 5 stars, too, that he's able to get just in because he's at LSU. I think that has been a big topic of the conversation. They're 10.5-point favorites against Clemson week 1, which they will be hosting.
Wow, 10.5.
I guess College Game Day will be there. That's spectacular to get back down there. They are currently sitting at plus 1,600 to win the Natty. Okay, Ohio State plus 650, Notre Dame plus 700, Indiana plus 750.
Wow, look at Indiana, will you?
Signetti, I think people have
they're not going away.
I think people have faith in C. You know what?
Miami's their 4th choice.
Plus 1,500. Yeah. Okay. So the talk about Signetti, okay, I think we all just trust him now, and the sports books trust that he's a good talent evaluator. Like, hey, he'll be able to figure out the right talent to be in his system. I don't know if he just wins again this year. That'd be crazy.
When you say wins again, you mean has another 8, 9, 10 win season?
I think they're definitely going to win.
Are you talking about winning at all?
Yeah.
You're talking back to back.
If they go on a long ass run, that would be crazy. If they did. I think this is another reload year to get I think they have a good year. I think they win, but then I think they have another batch of guys that are seasoned, tough, another NIL one, and then they go on a run another year. I think. That's how I view the Indiana Hoosiers, but I might be wrong. But yeah, I think they're good. I think Signetti wins. Google him. I mean, he's the guy that said
that. And he's got Shanahan on the offensive coordinator, Haynes as defensive coordinator. He's got enough back of the nucleus of that championship team. He loses some high-profile guys, but a lot of those hardcore guys are back. And he's really good, at finding guys that have started for 2 or 3 years at other schools and bringing them in. I don't know if they're going to win it all again, but they're going to definitely be in the mix. I think Miami might be the team to win it all this year. I think Miami.
A lot of people think Mensa's an upgrade over Carson Beck. And
Carson Beck looked good.
Yeah.
Did you see him in Arizona?
And they got the back, the running backs back. Tony's back. I mean, they're going to be loaded this year.
Malachi was training in.
I saw him with JSN.
Yeah, with like a sailboat jean thing that he was wearing on his pants.
Parachute jeans.
Parachute pants. It was unbelievable. You're trying to be fast, and it was the complete opposite of that. He almost wore like a backpack while he was running on his pants. He looks so fast. Running back, gigantic, 6'4".
My God.
Fletcher?
Mark Fletcher.
Fletcher.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
Junior. He took over those games late playoffs.
They told us to pick a team what are we in April, May? Who are you picking for the? I picked Miami. But that doesn't mean we're being held to it.
This is for the Disney Upfront. We're doing a final pick. We're picking a national champions.
Subject to change by August.
There's no one
but
else.
Who you picking today?
I'm not giving it away.
I'm
not giving it away. You'll find out in real time, Herbstreit, in front of all the suits.
Wow.
Chris Henry Jr.?
Probably West Virginia. My guess.
West Virginia. Hey, I don't want to say it.
Give me a quick scouting report on where we are this year.
Strong.
They got blocky odds.
Fast. Big.
What do we got going? What do you got for us?
Gritty odds, please.
Where are they on the board here?
Can you pull up those odds? Actually,
pull those odds up. There they are.
80,000.
That sounds like a play for me.
They're the blocky
right there with
They're
East
right
Carolina.
by Maryland. Right by Maryland and East Carolina.
And Northwestern, AJ Day's school. I mean.
The West Virginia Blockies, baby.
Western?
UCLA's got plus 60 better odds than us.
Well, they got.
got Nico, yeah.
Is that cool?
What's West Virginia? What are you most confident about?
Kevin Brown, bitch.
Kevin Brown.
Rich Rod.
I mean, you name it.
Yeah.
We're going to do this. Coach Trickett, our offensive line coach, is back. Okay. Richardson.
Oh, I
still
love
scheme.
him.
Yeah.
Now we go.
Yeah, exactly.
Now we go.
Plus 80,000, not a bad little sprinkle. Not a bad little sprinkle there for the Mountaineers. You know, Herbie's been one of the biggest Mountaineer haters of all time. Now
What?
He'll say I tell the truth. He'll say I tell the truth. Which,
how am I a hater? Not pick them to win?
What did you just do there? Hey, let's look up West Virginia's odds, please.
It's not a hater.
That's what you just
I wanted
did.
to see.
That's what you just
I wanted
did.
to see.
Okay, well, now you are armed with information. And if
I'm
you're
a rich rod guy. So the second he came back, I was first guy in line. I'm all in.
Okay.
I'm all in.
Hey, I agree with that, by the way.
I
too.
love him.
You want to help out the NIL situation?
Yeah.
You got Amazon money? You got ESPN money? Would you like to help out the NIL?
Oh, that's your department, right? You're carrying the NIL.
Yeah, I'm not. I am not. I'm not going to go out there and start talking as if I
Like Mark Cuban.
Okay. Okay. Now I will say.
Interesting.
Down in Bloomington, the Indiana run last year, there was a lot of chatter about like Mark Cuban has funded this team. Mark Cuban has funded this team.
Doesn't sound like it.
And then Mark Cuban came out and didn't say that he did though. Like during the run, he did not say it. He did not act like. I don't think he was trying. He certainly did
Contribute.
He
I'm
certainly
sure. Late.
couple million. He has done that. Like he has contributed. But I think there was a narrative because we get the big donor's name at all these other schools that they
Right. Who's Indiana's guy?
Mark Cuban's Indiana guy, so he's definitely the guy. I think they got a lot of people. That
Sounds like it.
They got a lot of people in Bloomington that have companies, whether it's logistics company,
my
plastic
gosh.
company, medical
Yeah.
companies, all that type of shit. So they got a lot of people going in there. So when Mark Cuban says, "Hey, what in that interview?" I think what he was trying to say is like, if you need any extra from this thing, I can help get the whole thing done. But obviously, it takes on a life of its own. The way he said it, is if he did it, I think Indiana has a good NIL. Strong NIL.
Yeah, but
base.
what's great is they're not spending. Everyone's like, who's spending the most? They're going to win.
No,
they're not doing that.
SIG, talent evaluator. That's the most important part is evaluation of talent.
No question.
You can't miss on people.
And then the culture, when the Michigan State guy comes out, he's like, what are you doing wearing gold shoes? We don't do that here. Get your ass back inside and come back out with the team issued shoe.
But Nick Saban said, if you spend money on the wrong guys, shit out of luck. And that's a real thing. And I think that's been Cignetti's superpower over there in Indiana.
Yeah, not like you guys just said, not just the money, but the evaluation. He's been the best in the business. And that run last year, like that's some of the best shit that we've seen in sports, like regardless of the sport on any level, like getting this team to the heights that they've gotten to. So yeah, they will keep winning as long as SIG is there running the show and evaluating and getting the right core group of guys that want to come in there and actually build a team and build that culture week in and week out. So yeah, the odds are always high on those guys.
But you know what was interesting, and nobody can appreciate this more than you and AJ, but just the efficiency of the way they played. Like, you'd have to go back and watch every game to try to find mental errors or busts, on the back end, or they just were in sync. Everybody communicated. It was a well-oiled machine. Very rarely do you ever see them beat themselves like one time last year.
The closest I saw to it.
Go ahead, D-Butt.
The closest I saw to it, at least being boots on the ground, is that Michigan team we watched with J.J. McCarthy. They went on to win it. Just seeing their whole operation, offensively and defensively, how they came out of the huddle, their shifts, their motions, and then defensively, I think Mentor was running the show at the time. Their disguises, pre-snap. You saw the same things with the Indiana team as far as how they were all on the same page. Like, you could just watch a team and tell how they practice. You can tell how they meet. You can tell how they get along and how they communicate. Like, they don't have to say anything. You could just watch it. So those were the closest teams, I would say, side by side. But yeah, it's unbelievable the job that they've been able to do.
That's why I think it will take a year. I think it's going to take a year to get back to what they were on the defense. Obviously, Fernando Mendoza, Heisman winner. Okay, had an incredible season, #1 overall pick. We believe in him. You believe in him in the NFL?
Absolutely.
Me too.
Yep.
I do believe in him, and I got to stick by that.
You know why you believe in him? Because he's going to beat you with his mind. There aren't a whole lot of guys that know the game and understand the game to be able to see pre-snap movement in the NFL, the complexities of the defense is playing this coverage, the other half's playing this. He may need some time. I mean, Troy Aikman, Peyton Manning, everybody needs time to adjust to the speed of the game. But he is going to be a game manager. He's going to be a distributor. And his X factor is he moves better than I think a lot of people want to give him credit.
Big.
Yeah, big dude.
Every ball is a tight spiral.
Yeah.
We watch him throw during TV timeouts. We watch him throw during games. We watch him throw on the sideline with his brother. We watch him almost take Signetti's head off whenever he was warming up. Every ball is a dart. Every single one. The RPO offense that everybody was kind of judging him on, I think that's modern football. And I think the people that think he won't be able to figure out defenses just have never. He's brilliant. This guy's like actually brilliant.
And he makes, if he ends up hitting it, he makes everybody, like Deba would like it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the corners like him, the safeties, the line, like right.
He's a nerd
but he's
who loves ball.
He's a lovable nerd.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
He's
when
a
it comes to
football
morale,
nerd. Yeah.
when it comes to the team morale.
Beers with the lads.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just like Kirk, not Herbstreit cousins. Very similar kind of vibes.
Yeah, same kind of. And that's why it's such a great fit to have him in that room with him.
And Signetti, similar vibes as Fernando. True. You know, like I think those two were a good match together. I think those two. I think Kirk and Fernando, good
Perfect.
match. I think Fernando and Tom could, if Tom was invested
100%.
in that, become a very good.
Yep.
I think he's going to have success.
When do you guys think he starts?
Well,
when's their bye? We don't know. We'll find out Thursday.
You don't think week one, Kirk?
I don't. Not with Cousins there.
Why would they bring him in?
I agree. I agree with you. But some people think that Kirk might not start at all. It might be.
I think week one.
Yeah. D-Butt.
Oh, wow. Week one, D-Butt?
You think Nando week one over there?
I think it's going to be hard to keep him off the field. Now, we talk about X factors. I think the biggest X factor for him going from his style in college to the pros is, especially in Kube's system, is being under the center, operating under the center and then hitting those kind of, we saw Sam Darnold do a ton. That play action and hitting guys across the middle and stride, that's a big change, but if he's picking it up in practice and OTAs and in minicamp, and obviously we've been around him, he's going to be locked in, he's going to be the first guy in, last guy out, he's going to do all the right things. You talk about him physically, being able to move around and get himself out of some shit. If they have trust in the offensive line and you got the guy that they spent Linderbaum, they spent a bunch of money on, he'll be able to call it and get things lined up and sorted out up front. I think if all those things, if he checks those boxes, it's going to be hard to not trot him out there week one, but we'll see.
And Deba, just for fans out there, when you go from a gun to more under center, and Caleb Williams is dealing with this now in Chicago, it's not just obviously you can go under center and take a snap. It's being able to get in a huddle, right? It's being able to call the plays, which are much longer in the NFL. Yep. And then the timing and the rhythm when you're under center is very, very different than what you do when you're, in the gun.
And you turn your back to the defense.
Turn your back off the play action.
That is the biggest one. Because when you're quarterbacking, you see everything in the shotgun. Yeah. College guys always up here because they're reading, they're looking like this.
Since high school.
When you get under center, at some point, you're going to have to do this one.
Yep.
And then you're going to have to refine it. And that's when panic can set in. Nando's not going to have a clue how to panic. He doesn't even know what that is. No. He's just going to go ahead and move. Not that Ty Simpson's not going to be incredibly successul. Now, before we get out of here on ESPN, we got to rattle off the other headlines of the day. Peter Herbstreit crushing the offseason. I think that needs to be noted. Sean Payton on Bo Nix. He'll be well ahead of time for training camp. I think there's a good chance we see him in this offseason program in June. Connor, what do you think he's saying over there quickly about Bo Nix? Feels like he's healing well.
Yeah, if healing well, all is going as scheduled. We probably weren't privy to the information of him getting another surgery, but feels like everything is just right.
Yeah, anytime they announce another surgery, there's time for panic. But boy, what a nice little situation that was for the Patriots going into the AFC Championship where Bo Nix breaks his leg with just like a minute left in the fourth quarter. And we don't know until way afterwards. Can't even really celebrate a massive playoff win because your quarterback's breaking his leg. That was a sad ending to a season. I'm excited to see them get back on.
Excited. I'm with you on that. They are. Think of that division. How much fun that division is going to be this year.
Let's see here. Patriots rookie first rounder, O-tackle. Caleb Lomo only practiced exclusively at left tackle. What does that mean, Connor? Are you guys a little bit worried over there?
No, it was just the backups. Looked further into this. This was all second stringers, and he was the second string left tackle. Makes a lot of sense. I don't know if you see what's written below that, Pat, on that sheet. That's the bigger news. Kyle Williams, wide receiver, who is a rookie. He switched his number from 18 to 8 last week. This week switches from 18 back to 8. Stephon Diggs is coming home, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us live from the NFL offices. We don't
I'm
have.
so glad you're here.
Hey, thank you so
What's
much
up,
for having
buddy?
us.
How are you, man?
Hey,
Great to see you.
What an incredible thing you have here. There's Peter Herbstreit.
There he is. He's
Have you
got
met
it.
Peter? Obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Peter's big in our house.
Hey, this is phenomenal. I want to let you know, thank you for the hospitality. Also, getting a chance to talk to Mr. Butter through everything. Feels like you guys are really on top of it, embracing the future while also trying to have a great game. I respect the appreciation of the game that you have and everybody here that works for it.
You got to come in here and see this on a.
Can you talk into this so people?
You got to come in here and see it on a Sunday because all of this is lit up. We've
this is your
40 or 50 people in here. This is where the decisions are actually made.
Okay, so and I
This
heard
is-
this.
You're in the bunker.
Mr. Butter, this is his desk, even though he said he's a pacer, he's a mover. The schedule being made right now currently, right? That's still happening, or are we done?
Just approved it an hour ago.
Hey! That's big news.
Love that.
Yeah.
All right, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll see
Thanks
you
for
over.
being here.
Thank you.
Come back again.
You got it.
And tell me before I looked up on my TV and there you are down.
Who's opening night? As we send you to Sports Center here on this glorious Tuesday, the commish has obviously welcomed us into the Art McNally Game Day Central. We're lucky to be here. Sports are the greatest. More playoffs tonight. We'll see you tomorrow. That's Kirk Herbstreit, Peter Herbstreit. Goodbye. We're still live, Herbie. We're still live.
Who's opening night, Raj?
Hey, Raj, who's opening night, Roger? Hey,
who's playing Seattle?
Yeah, we'll see you over there. He's not telling us. He's not telling us. We'll see you over there. Can't wait.
Oh, you know.
Pat Seahawks opening night Super Bowl rematch.
No Colts primetime?
That'd be
What?
Danny Dahn.
I don't know.
What'd you say, D-Butt?
I want to know how many times we're on primetime.
I heard
this
AR
year.
might be back in the mix.
Yeah, someone said goose egg. I don't know why.
That can't be true. Not with Danny Dahn.
There's a lot of things getting said right now over there, and I don't know what's real and what isn't real. So if you guys could clarify some things. AR's back in the mix. Was that Anthony
For
Calhoun
number
report?
two. Yeah, for number two.
I did see a report.
I like to hear that. Okay, I like that our NFL career is still continuing for Anthony Richardson. I love that. Okay, another year of an injury being disappointment for himself, and I think for his development, he could be number two. Riley Leonard looked really good.
Yeah, he did.
Really?
Last year, Riley Leonard looked really
It's
good.
the Texans.
Is he locked in there?
No. It sounds like it's being reported Anthony Richardson might be able to get number two overall spot there over Riley Leonard. Daniel Jones, Riley Leonard was who I assume was going to be the 1-2 punch for the Colts. Anthony Richardson asked for a trade. No trade comes to be. Back on the field, getting to work. Why not try to regain his spot here?
There
I
you
like
go.
that. I like
Good.
that out of him.
Good. It's always good to have competition.
Need it.
Did you know Daniel Jones had a broken leg and a torn Achilles? Did you know Alec Pierce signed the biggest deal of all time? Had a surgery due on his head. Do you know the Colts are going to win the Super Bowl this year? Did you know that?
West Virginia's going to win the Natty, and the Colts are going to win the Super Bowl.
I am not on the record
What's
saying
that
West Virginia's
parlay?
winning Natty.
Yeah, play that parlay.
Yeah,
I love that.
Good value.
I
pick.
do.
Throw the Reds in there as the World Series champs. We got
we
we
know
got
that's
a
happening.
huge one.
How did you guys win?
We got
you guys
two in a
win
row. We're
game?
on a
I don't know.
two-game win
I don't.
Kirk, we're on a
You
two-game
lost
win
10
streak, bud.
straight.
2-game win streak, Kirk. We're okay.
I know.
When?
Yeah.
Last two.
Problem is you have to. It turns out you have to be able to hit the baseball consistently to win.
Got to score. Got to score a run.
That's
That
part
helps.
of baseball I've learned. I'm new to baseball.
But
hitting
yeah, you got
big
to. You got to. The wood bat has got to make contact.
Let him use
Yeah.
metal.
Pitching pretty important too.
Need good woods.
Pitching's got a chance, but it's just we can't figure that thing out.
Why don't you get out there for the Reds? Maybe glory days. Glory days.
No, I'm just a fan that suffers.
Glory days. West Virginia.
I love that
wins
AJ knew that we won 2 in a row.
He's a big Reds fan. He takes it on the shins because the Pittsburgh Pirates obviously unbelievable this year. So we understand that. This is a plus 5,286,500 odds.
Oh my!
West Virginia to win the national championship and
Just think if we played that and it hit.
I am good.
Might as well
We have to.
Might as well throw
Yeah.
Blocky in there too if we're just
Like
making
on
a
it.
fake stuff.
Yeah, put Blocky in
I'm
there.
not sure about Blocky.
Throw the
Okay.
Buccos in there.
Good idea.
Throw the Buccos in there.
Top 10 record in baseball.
I know.
Are we
I'm
the
saying
leaders
throw
of
them
the
in
Central?
there.
Are we the leaders of the Central?
No, but I
No.
got a lot more confidence in you guys
Than the Cubs?
than the Reds.
Are the Reds in the lead in the Central?
No, they're
way.
at the after losing 10 in a row. I think
Cubs are number one in the NL Central.
Cubs are the team to beat.
And then the Buccos?
PCA.
I would put the
PCA.
Buccos up there.
We love PCA. He's
The
been
man.
on our show. Pete Crow Armstrong.
It is,
Yeah.
it is Skeens Day today.
Skeeta.
Yeah, they're
wait a
they're minus 350, so I don't know how you're going to Just stay away from that one, probably.
All right. A man got here looking incredibly dressed. Herbie, we'll see you in like 10, 15 minutes. Are you going to walk back with us?
I'm just walking, yeah.
All right. We got to do hockey right now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, we have to do hockey.
Okay.
Especially you could feel this man's presence, right? When he walked in, you could feel it?
Yeah. I'm going Carolina against Colorado.
Oh.
What?
In the Stanley Cup.
I don't know, Lim.
Connor just mockingly said,
wow. That's who I got. That's who I'm going with. Montreal.
No puck.
You could pull with it. You could say Montreal, but no one's going to beat Colorado. Just give it to them right now.
Okay, so Colorado has lost the game, though. So Minnesota, obviously, has beaten Colorado one time. Carolina is back-to-back sweeps, 4-0, 4-0. Colorado, sweep,
How
lose
great
one.
is playoff hockey?
Oh,
the best.
The best. Guy ate a puck to the nose last night. Then came back and scored. Like,
Of course.
Best player,
hockey.
too.
It's unbelievable.
All right,
the energy.
We're going to do some hockey. Don't
Okay.
leave us.
All right,
please,
I won't.
please. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now, friend of the program, a guy who played 13 years in the NHL, Kirk Sweat, from the moment he got here.
Wow.
Until now.
You could see it.
The moment he's walking out. I don't know. I'm a sauna guy in the morning. Are you a sauna guy in the morning?
I am.
He was sweating like, you take a shower quick and you rush out the door.
Oh,
That's what he was sweating, bro.
Yeah, shower didn't take. Yeah.
Yeah, shower sweat. That did feel like a shower sweat there. He's dripping, this guy.
It's a long walk. I don't know if
He's been carrying that Tom
Don't let
Brady
him make
jug
you
of water
walk.
around.
Probably
That's
like
why.
15 minutes. We're going to do a hockey talk right now with an incredible conversator. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now, 13-year NHL vet, man who calls New York home now, just gave $10 million to the Montreal Children's Hospital. Incredibly fly, PK Subban.
Wow.
Clean.
What a beauty. Wow. What a beauty. Let's go. Lad.
Oh, the pinstripes. Pinstripes.
Clean.
Wow.
Hey, I had to. When I was coming in, I had to look the part today.
Okay, so this is not one of the costumes you would wear on Super Duper Hockey Night on ESPN, but this is one that you would wear whenever you have to look fly.
Would I have to be a professional? Today's a professional day.
You're incredible, obviously, at what you do. Do you live in New York full time?
Yes, I'm in New York now full time.
Okay, are you in this area of town?
No, I'm Soho, so I'm one of those single guys. Yeah.
Single, yeah.
One of those single guys, just living the dream, down in Soho, so I'm loving it.
You ever been to Carbone ZZ's Club?
You know what? I have not been to.
Whoa.
Is it Cipriani's on the water? Is that what you're talking about? Carbone? Is that the same or no?
No, it sounds like you don't know what you're fucking.
No, I'm an Emilio's guy. Emilio Bellatos. It's a staple for me.
Grazie. Are you friends with Emilio?
Yeah, I am. I am friends with him. Actually, yeah, really close.
That makes sense.
One of the first people I met in the city when I came, just a real guy from the city. And I don't know, whenever I go to a new city, I don't want to meet people that move there. I want to meet people that are actually from there, that know the city, that can tell me where to actually go.
Absolutely.
And it's like not tourists and stuff. So
yeah,
shout out to Emilio.
Yeah, shout out to Emilio, man. Everybody that's friends with you is very happy that they're friends with you. That is what I've learned for over the last 24 hours being here in New York. I've learned of this Emilio man multiple times. Everybody that's friends with Emilio says, I'm friends with Emilio. And it's like a big, holy fuck.
Yeah.
That's how everybody views this?
He's the guy, because he's just cool. He's the coolest. He's a good dude. He's rooted in the city, but he's just down to earth. He's going to treat you like everybody else. So that's why I think people love to go there.
I like the local stuff. That's why I went to Starbucks this morning.
You went to Starbucks? Okay, I still go to Starbucks. I'm not going to the local coffee shop in New York. I'll go to a Starbucks.
I felt a little bit like an asshole.
Did you?
Yeah, we walked by 14 cafes.
Yeah,
right
and you,
to the Starbucks.
You walk by all 14 to pay like $35 for what?
Yeah, hot water and a couple espresso shots.
Yeah. I'm not chirping Starbucks by any means.
No,
like,
I
love
drank it. Yeah, we certainly drank it, but I felt like a little bit of an asshole walking by Jack's and Diane's and Lucy's and the other one.
Lucy's?
I think it was a cafe I walked by earlier.
Oh, okay.
Super hipsters, sweet-looking people in there. Would have had a cool glass of coffee. I said, excuse me, I got to get Starbucks. Felt like an asshole.
Okay, well.
It's kind of Bruce's fault over there. You see Bruce?
Yeah, I see Bruce. Which one's Bruce? Is Bruce?
No, Bruce right here, over here.
Hey, what's up, Bruce?
What's going on?
What's up, dude?
Bruce, why'd you take me to Starbucks instead of one of the local places?
I just prefer it, to be honest with you. A lot of what PK's talking about with super expensive lattes, like it's just not really worth it. We go to Starbucks, we get what we always get, we keep it moving.
Yeah, wait till he takes you to his favorite pizza place, Sbarro's.
You ever been to that? You ever tried
Sbarro's?
Sbarro?
No.
Sbarro?
Is it
So good. It's New York ribs.
food courts.
Yeah.
That's not like a
Authentic
special
New York
place.
spice.
That's not like a
101.
special
The
place.
Starbucks
Not a special
pizza.
place.
There's only
Is it
two of
special?
them.
I mean, it's not Emilio's, of course, but Sparrow is very special to a lot of people.
Okay.
It's
Genuine New York
Hold on.
spice.
the Starbucks of
Yeah,
pizza.
but my pizza place is not even in Manhattan. I got to go out to Brooklyn for this one. L&B's, Spumoni Gardens. I got to get out there. You have to get the square slice. It's unbelievable. So I drive out there to get it.
I'm in Brooklyn, Queenville. Okay,
You know what I
I'm in
mean?
there. You know what I-
PK and the BK.
Oh, I like
Oh
that.
yeah.
Okay.
It's like the Jay Tatum. I know. We're gonna put that one to bed. The Jay Tatum.
No.
Okay. All right. We'll bring it. We'll keep it. We'll
Yeah,
keep
But
it.
they're out of the playoffs, so now it's not hitting as hard, in my mind. But the Jay Tatum.
Hey. Boom! Let's go.
That's a pretty good little double pump there.
Oh.
Can you tell me about hockey?
Okay.
The Avalanche have lost to the Minnesota Wild one time.
Yep.
It could have been a clean sweep. Obviously, the Carolina Hurricanes were able to do that. Kirk Herbstreit goes way out on a limb where the fruit are and says he likes Carolina to take on Colorado.
Yep.
Is that how we should be viewing it? Or is there a chance of Montreal, Buffalo kind of sneak their way into the finals so we can showcase maybe their atmospheres? How about Vegas Golden Knights? Nobody's talking about them. Anaheim Ducks obviously got Lorax as a coach. I love their team. They're in a battle 2-2 series. Feels like Colorado and Carolina have stolen the conversation strictly because they've been sweeping everybody. Can anybody make it right now? Is that how you view this, or is it really a two-horse race at this stage?
Anybody can make. I think in the East there's still a chance, and I really believe it's Montreal. Obviously, they got to get out of this series. Buffalo's going to turn it on tonight. I expect a much better game from Buffalo tonight. They were not good enough. They didn't tilt the ice. They were sitting back on their heels. Other than the start of scoring 53 seconds into the game, that was their best shot. What are you doing over here? That stuff's good. I know. You got a long day.
Don't you worry about what's going on. Okay? We're cleaning things up over here.
No. I'm just kidding. So I think that Montreal is going to come. I think they might challenge Carolina, but Carolina, as much as this pains me to say it, Pat, I haven't picked Carolina to win a series in 4 or 5 years.
Jeez.
Carolina Hurricane fans are loving every single moment of this right now, and I do believe that if this is going to be their best chance to win a Stanley Cup since the last time they won. Like, this is their chance. If they don't get it this year, and I'm not talking about getting to the finals, they got to win it this year. So that being said, that's what Montreal or Buffalo is up against. In the West, I agree. I think Colorado is the team coming out of the West. Vegas has a chance, but they got to figure out Anaheim first.
Yeah, Anaheim's certainly been a little bit of a tough task there. The Hurricanes become the first team to start a postseason 8-0 since the Oilers in 1985. Lost 3 games the entire playoffs en route to a title. A lot of people saying they're going to win a title if you have this particular stat. The Caniacs down there in Raleigh will certainly love another opportunity at that. Let's turn a conversation into NHL playoff hockey. Do you think this has been a great display of what the game is? I think it has been. Ratings have been up and to the right. Montreal getting a chance to showcase who they are. Every single environment has been fantastic. Now, a couple runaways. Carolina sweeps 2 people. They're going to wait for a week, maybe get healthy. Colorado could potentially do the same, but I think hockey has shown up here. Do you not agree, Pete?
Oh, 100%. And in regards to the sweeps, by the way, we always want to have the element of the underdog upsetting a better team. It's always there. I've been an 8th-seeded team that upsetted a first-place team in the playoffs. It can happen. So, some years it's going to happen. Some years it's not going to happen. That's a part of it. But aside from that, you cannot tell me the quality of hockey isn't at the highest that it's been ever, I think. In terms of the skill, the young players, that's the thing now. The young players are coming in ready to play. The NHL is not a development league. I'm not going to tell someone you're going to develop in this league. You have to come in ready to play. And you see guys like Lane Hudson that are now being considered in just a couple of years some of the best players in the league. You look at Lane Hudson, Slafkovsky, all these guys. Buffalo's got a few guys. Anaheim's got Leo Carlson, Troy Terry, and a couple other guys, Seneca, that are coming. So there's a smorgasbord of young talent. That's what screams the future is bright in the NHL, right?
Speaking of the future, the draft obviously just found its way. Connor has a question for you about number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, PK, it feels as though, and I'm not, making accusations, okay? But it feels as though maybe it was rigged for Gavin McKenna to go number 1 to the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Maple Leafs have had odds in the top 10 basically twice, and they missed the playoffs twice in the last, 10, 15 years, and both times they end up with that number 1 pick. How do you feel about Gavin McKenna going number 1? Is that definitely a lock? And do you think that the Toronto Maple Leafs, I mean, we're not even going to bring up the GM. You said you got a lot to say about that, but do you think they hang on to kind of their core with Austin Matthews and them, or do you think this is kind of a new era for Toronto as far as the Maple Leafs go?
Great questions. First of all, this puts an immense amount of pressure. If there wasn't enough pressure on Toronto already, getting the first overall pick, I know some people are excited about it, but being a new GM coming in, new management, and getting that first overall pick in Toronto, like, you cannot mess that up. You can't fuck that up.
No.
You can't. Excuse my French, but you can't mess that up. If they do, this is not going to be good. So the question is here, do they build around Austin Matthews and Willie Nylander? And I'd have to say, I think they're closer to probably tearing this thing down and rebuilding it. I don't want to say that. I don't know. I don't have any insight into it, but they need defense. They have to retool their goaltending. Like, how many young prospects do they have in the system? They've traded away first-round picks. Jeez. They have to retool. Like, we're building this not to compete and contend. You got to win a championship, not contend for one. You got to win one. So they've built contending teams that haven't even been able to get out of the first round. So to me, a new breath of fresh air has got to come in. Whether Austin Matthews and Nylander are a part of it, I think that's up to them too. Whether their contracts allow them to go or not, do they want to be a part of a rebuild?
Do you think the entire U.S. Olympic team should just come back to America? Get Hellebuck the hell out of there. Get Brady Tkachuk the hell out of there. Get Austin Matthews the hell out of there.
And listen, Michael Landauer, the ownership there, I know what they're doing in Ottawa, and I believe that Ottawa is going to be a great place to play. A lot of guys are going to want to play there once all that stuff happens in the new arena, I think, eventually. But for Brady Tkachuk right now, I would have been out of there yesterday because of where he is in his career, where his game is. I believe it's just too heavy. It's too much. He shouldn't have that much on his shoulders to go. He's already the captain of the team, leads by example. They put way too much heat on him. And I played in Canada. I know what it's like. But for him, he should be appreciated for the game that he brings every day. And I think he's going to have a better opportunity to go somewhere and lead and win.
Yeah.
I think Florida. I want to see him go play with Matthew in Florida.
Come on.
Good. He fits. Listen to me. He fits in with their style.
Hell yeah.
Right? He might be a better fit for Florida than Matthew is with the way he plays. No, I'm being honest. So now he slides in there. I would like to see him in there.
And they're Tkachuk and Nucks, too.
Yeah. No, for sure.
They're certainly Tkachuk and Nucks all over the place.
I got a few. He'd be, Brady. I fought Brady.
You fought Brady. How'd it go?
Dude, oh, my God. So
do you win a lot of fights or lose a lot of fights?
It's surprisingly so with the way my face looks. I've won like more than I've lost, obviously, because I'm telling you, I fought a couple guys that I shouldn't have fought that could have gone the wrong way. Like, I remember one fight, Borowicki, he could have splattered my whole face, and he just happened to hit my visor. Lucky time. But very, 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 very lucky. But Brady, I'm in Ottawa. It's his rookie season. And, I know Keith Tkachuk. I remember meeting Brady and Matthew at a hockey tournament when they were just little kids. And Chris O'Sullivan's a good friend of mine. Obviously, the Fitzgeralds that are tight with the Tkachuk, so I know him. So Brady's out there, but he's got a little chip on his shoulder, and I'm out there. I'd been out there for an extended shift, and he gets in front of the net, and he knows I've been out there long. I'm not giving him that free pass. I know Keith taught him how to fight and when to pick his fights. He grabbed me at the end of my shift, but it didn't matter. He put his hands on me from 18 years old. He put his hands on me. I don't know if I've ever felt a guy in my career that young have that much strength.
Yeah,
watch the fight. He's basically going like this on the top of my head. Here. Look, I'm way in over my head here. Way in over my head.
Jeez.
And I'm just eating them.
You put up a good
you just
fight.
got to hang in there. Seatbelt, try to get your arm loose. You can tell I'm tired. And Brady's like, yep, you're getting tucked in. And that's exactly what he said to me at the end. He's like, yep, I tucked you in. What, body slam? Yep, watch. And then he tells me right after, you got tucked in. It's okay. This is probably closer to the end for you. You'll probably be with Pat watching this in a couple of years. And he wasn't wrong about that. It wasn't wrong about that at all. Yeah, he is a unit. I got a lot of respect for him, man. He's as tough as they come.
We got a lot of respect for you. We appreciate you coming over here and giving us the hockey goods. Great to see you.
Dude, it's so nice to meet you. Pat, I'm telling you guys, he's better looking in person. You look great on TV, but better in person. I can see why you're a kicker now. I can see the legs, man.
You see those? Yeah, you got a little bit of these.
No, it's an honor, man. Thank you.
honor's
Thank you
mine.
for having me, bro.
Bro,
All right.
how about it?
Yeah.
Weapon.
Let's go.
Pinstripe suit.
What a
man.
New York experience you're having.
Yeah.
I had to come strong for you today. I couldn't come in with some bullshit today. I had to come in.
What kind of
Hold on,
shoes
you
are
say,
those?
what type of shoes you got?
Okay, so I got the Saint Laurent, but this is Cesare Antolini. So I only wear his suits.
Oh, Italian, yeah.
New York, top.
No,
This is where you got to get
This
it.
is Mr. Antolini's?
Yep, right here. Cesare, baby.
You tie that tie?
Cesare
sauce.
I did tie the tie, double-breasted. Look at this, guys. Hold on. I'll open it up. I'll open it up a little bit here. Let me just open it up and show you. I did do an Epsom salt bath. I heard the sauna talk before. You got me all
I
excited.
assume
Look,
hockey players are the best at tying
Cesare,
ties.
Napoli
Yeah,
made.
for sure.
400 years they've been making suits. They know what they're doing. Yep.
Yeah.
I have to. I got to, dude. I can get fat so fast. I have to.
Single
On a program.
Hey, that's
Just living up in Soho, huh?
That's
yeah,
it, boy.
Single
he's a
life.
Single guy in Soho
Down to
taking
Meatpacking
some
District.
salt baths and massage every day, working out, getting after it. We appreciate you, PK.
Thanks,
All right.
boys.
Hey, hold on. Don't leave with us. Don't leave us just yet. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a fantastic day here in New York. We can't thank you enough. I'll be back live from the Thunderdome. AJ, thank you for traveling over to Indianapolis, brother.
Of course. Awesome time.
I appreciate you supporting Tiger, too.
Hell yeah.
I am.
That's
You're
right.
right. You're right.
Sunday Red.
Wherever he may be.
Hell yeah.
We need to tell him to stop driving, though, right?
Yeah, we do.
We
but
all agree.
We all love Tiger.
Tiger, we love you. We appreciate
Tiger.
Waymo.
Stop driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Take it
puke
easy.
out of windows of Waymo now.
Yeah, I saw
I
that.
did see
Good
that
video.
drunk white puking all over the side of that Waymo.
Yeah, it's a good video.
Huge addition.
Smart.
Never even
Dude,
thought
I feel
about
like a part of the team right now. This
You are.
is awesome.
PK.
You got anything to say to the crew?
You know what? Love watching you guys. Love having you guys on. Keep grinding. Keep changing the game. You guys are changing the whole media game. I love it. So it's an honor to be on, Pat.
Dude, you're the best for saying that. How about
Let's
you?
go.
How about you, Big City Bruce? Anything to say over there?
I just pulled up that Waymo puke guy, and I look just like him. That might have been me.
Well said, Bruce.
Be a friend, tell a friend something nice that might change your life. We're in this thing together. Team on me, team on three. We love you all. Thank you so much for allowing us to do this for a living. We got to go do a show for a bunch of suits. Never would have thought I'd say that. But what an honor it is to continue to try to find more people that want to invest in sports, which are the greatest thing to ever be existed. We're allowed to do this, and we're thankful for it, all because of you that watch along at home. Thank you so much. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice that might change your life. We're in this thing together. Team on me, team on three. 1, 2, 3, team. Goodbye. Woo! Nailed it.